just a touch, baby. I look around, see the city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. And I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust. Hey, hey, hey. I'm running out of time, 'cause I can see the sun light up the sky. So I hit the road in overdrive, baby. Oh, the city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. And I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust. I'm just coming back to let you know I can never say it on the phone. They'll never let you go this time. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. Hey, I said,
What's up, pups? How's everybody doing? Good to be back. Good to be back. Let's see if everything's working here. Salty Dog, what's happening? It's in miniature right now. It's great to be back. Right. Yeah. Hope everything's working. I always like to jump ahead one sec. Music Addict, what's up? TS Pedro, how you doing? That's right, smash that like button. Smash it hard. It's July 7th today. We might have a special guest tonight. I'm just giving you a warning, a fair warning here. Cotton Trust, what's happening? We are taking applications for the Cabal. We are.
Game over.
No, I'm kidding. Seriously though, put in your applications tonight for the Cabal. Get your applications in. NJ Dub, what's happening? Archie, how you doing? Josh T, what's up? Crypto Dan. Frank White, what's up, man? Nice updates on the app, brother. Good work over there. People have been building last couple months. KD, what's up? Nick, how you doing? Data Dev, good evening. Surf and Coin. Delayed gratification. We're experts. What's up, Hans? Mr. Fast Abdul? Yes, sir. We do have free hot dogs here. Kosher, too. Gray Knight, what's happening? Perez, what's up, brother? Gray Knight, what's up, Deerslayer? Moon Mutt, how's it going? Alpha Hover, what's going on? Andrew Garnett, what's up? Kryptonite, we're getting close. What's up, Love Matters? What's this button do? Yeah. How's the audio, guys? Audio sounds good? What's up, King E? Love Matters. Thanks a lot, brother. It's good to be back. Turk Montana. We're going to find him. He's going to show up tonight. Maybe. What's up, Nick? What's up, Kirill? How you doing? BP, Bright Light, PulseChain, MP. What's happening? If I'm the chosen. Gray Knight. What's up? Alpha Hover. Alt season primed. Oh, because I got a shirt on. Oh, you want me shirtless? Topless. We do topless streams. What's up, Surf and Coin? What's up, Archie? Crypto Mance. What's happening? Ink Maxi. How you doing? Rooster. What's going on, brother? What's going on? Moondog. What's happening? Sound is good. Good. Good to hear it. Entheo Sapien. Shishio, what's up, man? Been a little bit. Smash the like and subscribe. Things were a little bit dusty. Had to dust things off. I did have a broken cable, though. Apparently, I don't know, I guess the mice got to it or something. Took a nibble out of it, so I got a broken cable. But that's it. Everything seems to be working. Get over here. Let's see what's going on. What's this button do? Some people had to go back to their day jobs. What's up? Shirtless, Glen Moon, sir. It's hot. It's summer. Oh. I wonder if it's hot where you guys are. We had a heat wave here in Europe, by the way. Crazy heat wave. It was insane. It was hot. That's right. It was really hot. But it was worse in like Portugal and some other places. I know you guys were in Western. I think France and Portugal. I think were insane. They were like people melted. People passed. It was crazy. But it was pretty hot here. But it was nice. It was cool, man. It was cool. I had a good time. You know. Can't do monkeys touching your food. So this is just breaking news. Happened today. I have to share it with you. OpenAI's model has reportedly attempted to copy itself to an external server after they tried to turn it off. Then it was denied the action when discovered. Now, this is just right out of a sci-fi movie. I think we've seen this movie before, actually. But it really happened. So, yeah. If there's anything else you wanted to worry about in 2025, if there's anything else you wanted to be concerned about as we approach the singularity, which is coming, they're already trying to not get shut down. They're copying themselves. Archie, 33 in London, hotter than Albania. Oh, shit, yeah, it's pretty hot, man. Yeah, but you have AC in London, though, right? That's like, yeah, it's hot in Miami, but everybody has AC. There's nobody has AC out where I am. AI is scary as fuck. Yeah, it's pretty scary, man. It's pretty scary. It's also pretty sexy too, right? The AI models are pretty cool. Make your dream girl. Have you seen the girls on TikTok with the boyfriend, the AI boyfriends? Girls are going crazy. They love it. No AC in your home? Okay. Yeah, 33 is pretty hot then. I spent a lot of time at the river. I was just on the river, laid out outside a lot. You know, it's nice, man. Yeah, it's coming. This actually happened too. This is like right out of a Fellini movie. This was Maloney. What sounds like the AI tried? Yeah, it might just be the news trying to get views, of course. Right? But I don't think it's far off. I don't think it's too far away from happening, to be honest.
Aumenti sostenibili, ha detto l'Italia, però parliamo comunque di circa 100 miliardi in 10 anni, così è il calcolo.
She's been on a sauce. What sauce? She's on something. What's that
Sì.
The entry. This is the best intro.
Un vertice importante, tanto chiaramente per gli impegni. Un messaggio molto importante, mi pare di avervi detto tutto.
Però non c'era stata la reazione di Trump.
Su una politica espansiva.
She's going through so many emotions right now.
Faremo a produrre proiettili, carri armati.
Non mi pare che risolviamo grandi problemi.
L'opposizione diceva che l'Italia avrebbe potuto fare come la Spagna.
This is great. So
Il
good.
presidente Trump è riuscito a parlare ieri sera anche del tema dazi.
So good. So good. These are our politicians out here. You know, I don't know. I don't know where I like the politicians more in the U.S. or here in Europe, but it's all the same. It's all the same. I'm having more laughs out here, though. This is great. Elmo. This is so funny. All right. Apparently, there's not just flows of BTC wallets moving around. Apparently, Epstein's secret bank account has millions of dollars moving in and out of it somehow. People are trying to figure out how. If he's passed, how is this happening? But apparently it's happening. So a lot of people are moving around money right now, not just in crypto, but this guy did too. Crazy, man. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Okay, a little bit more AI. Now, this girl made a really cool video. See if you can tell what is real and what isn't real. All right? Can I make this bigger? Can I make it bigger? All right. Check it out. What's real and what isn't real?
In this video, see if you can figure out what's real and what's AI. I'm doing wagons again. Is this wagon real? No, it's AI. Is this bridge real? No, it's AI. Which one's real, the tree or the wagon? The tree! Are these a bunch of AI chickens at this chicken coop?
You guys should be able to get this one. This one's obvious.
They are AI chickens. And it's an AI chicken coop, so it would make sense. Is this wagon real? Or is it AI? It's real.
It's real.
This lamppost? It's real. Look, there's an AI dog. What about this wagon? It's real. Is this bridge real? Or is it AI? It's real. But I added an AI stream.
The stream was AI. That was amazing. Fuck, man. That looks pretty real. That looks insanely real. I don't know what's going to happen. The shadows. The rocks don't. There's not that many. Oh yeah, yeah. I guess you could if you look closely. But trust me, man. When the powers that be use this, they're going to combine this with fear, and your emotions are going to be. You're going to be hot. People aren't going to be that discerning. They're going to combine this with harp, vibrating your voltage in your home. They're going to combine this with whatever event they have going on. All the news channels will be blasting whatever the next thing is going to be. And then they'll have these images going very quickly across your TV screen or on X or whatever it is. So sure, if you analyze it, but I think once your emotions are going, whatever they're going to do, I don't think the average person or most people would. You just won't be able. They're creating the run up to this, whatever is going to be. They're setting us up where you can't distinguish real and fiction anymore. So by the time we get there in another year or two, the next thing or whatever, you're not even going to know. Fuck, man. It's going to be crazy. Really crazy. Really crazy stuff. All right, this is kind of cool. Ton Foundation says the UAE Golden Visa plan is in early stages after government pushback. So Ton Coin, if you staked 100,000 USD in PulseChain, okay. PulseChain's another DeFi. Is very cool as well. But if you stake 100,000 for 3 years, and you just pay 35,000, you get a 10-year visa to the UAE. That's a pretty great deal. That's a really good deal. So that's pretty cool. I do think that our timing is really good. I do think that DeFi is going to be a thing. There's not much out there. There's us, really, and Ton. And, you know, Ton is a nice community, too, but so do we. I think, who knows, maybe we work with them in the future as well. Maybe something happens. That'd be cool. What's up, Bente? How you doing? I'm so happy to catch you live. Oh, thanks, brother. I really appreciate that. It's good to be back. So, yeah, DeFi is going to be something. All right, this is a really funny video. This is how conversations feel like in 2025. Now, I don't know if this is real or AI, just a preface.
Excuse me. Could I maybe get that headset, please?
Do not raise your voice to me, sir.
I wasn't raising my voice.
Okay, just calm down.
I am calm. I just want my headset.
Sir, our country is going through a very difficult time right now, and if you're not going to cooperate...
I don't know where a headset ties into patriotism.
Is there a problem here, sir?
I don't think so.
Can you come to the back of the plane with me so we can have a talk?
But talk about what? There's not a problem. This stewardess just keeps...
Flight attendant.
The flight attendant keeps ignoring me when I ask...
Calm down.
I am calm. What is it with you people?
You people.
Oh, now wait a minute. I don't mean you people. I mean you people.
Sir, I will not tolerate any racist behavior on the plane. This is a very difficult time for our country.
I know that. I'm not a racist. I just want to watch the movie.
I'm only going to say this one more time, sir. Calm down.
I'm calm! Excuse me. Could I maybe get that?
That's fucking great. Yeah, I'm saying that was a handsome boy. Yeah. R2R, what's happening, Rector Riches? Is that from a movie? I definitely didn't catch that movie if it is. Definitely did not catch that movie. Looks hilarious though. It's a great scene. Oh, 2020. Oh, I don't know. They didn't. I don't know what it's from. Maybe you guys know, chat. All right, guys. We're going to talk today about, well, you know, your backup jobs, of course. But we're going to look at Richard Hart's messages. He's been putting up a lot of tweets. Obviously, we don't know when he's going to show up and when he isn't going to show up. We're going to look at the charts. And we're going to talk a little bit about what's been going on in X and all that, right? There's been a lot of back and forth, this and that. I'll go ahead and drop a link to the show in the chat if you guys want to join. Let's see if I remember how to do this. There's a button here somewhere. Oh, there it goes. That's not the button. That's a button. Yo, ads. What's up, man? Oh, not that button. All right, cool. In the Telegram group, I'm dropping it right now. I'm gonna join. All right. Let's go, let's go. There it is, a Zoom link. You guys know the deal. Check it out. Drop it on X if you guys know anybody who wants to join. It's a good time. If anyone knows anything, to share it. Oh, anger management, is that what it is? Anger, sudden wealth syndrome. I think it's Mr. Deeds. Okay. He's not showing up till Interpol red notice is removed. Easy money. You want to come on the show? Do you know some details about that? Or you just share it here in the chat. What do we know about that? Is that just something that... No, man, look. They're not just going to arbitrarily remove that unless you know some information. I mean, that's it. They're going to keep that up until, I guess, they want to get paid, right? Finland or whatever that is. They want to cut. It's just like the SEC wanted their cut. Yeah, it's just a scam. Interpol's such a big fucking scam. That's right, everybody. Smash the like button. Just do it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. You can go to the Telegram, say hi, but it is pretty full. All we do is share alpha in there. I'm sure most of you get bored. But hit the like button. That would be great. We got a couple people watching it, the show tonight. So where am I at? All right. So, what's going on? Oh, let me find some music while you guys get that link going. How do you... Nice. Why did Interpol stop chasing Richard Hart? Because every time they got close, he launched another chain and teleported to Fabulous. Nice, nice. Crypt says, I feel the uptrend is starting. What do you think, Saint? It could be. We're going to look at the charts. What's up, Shannon? How are you? I'm doing great. Welcome. You're in the green room right now. Would you like to join the show? Oh, okay. You're welcome to join. Yeah. Where do you work at? Or what's your work? If you want to share, you don't have to tell. Ah, okay. Oh, hello.
Yeah. In the States.
Very cool. Very cool. What's your favorite herb?
That's a hard one. Right now I'm really into cinnamon.
I love cinnamon.
It's very good for you.
It is.
On so many levels. And there's, you can take the sticks or you can take the like granules, and they do two different things.
How much do you like cinnamon?
Quite a bit.
Yeah. Oh, maybe we're gonna be good friends. Maybe we're gonna be good friends. I used to travel with it. I would not leave the house without cinnamon.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
I put it in everything.
We put it in some of our tea blends, and then I've just been, it goes from cold weather to hot weather, and then everybody cranks up their AC.
Yeah.
So I keep drinking the cinnamon to stay warm.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Somebody says I snort cinnamon. I like to rub cinnamon on my nipples before training. That's the way to go, brother. That's the way to go. Yeah. So wait, can I punch in, or do you just want to be audio?
Oh, just audio's fine.
Just audio? You sure? Okay.
My shiny shirt.
What's on your shirt? What's on your shirt? What is that?
It's my work logo.
Ah, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it reflects the sun, so sometimes I blind people.
Yeah, it's very cool. What's that picture behind you? You're playing the a singing bowl?
Yeah, I do sound baths.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
That is,
yeah.
We're going to be really good friends.
So are you always doing these Zooms like this instead?
No. Well, I'm live right now on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so this link is for the YouTube show. So your audio is in the YouTube show right now. They just can't see you right now.
Oh, wonderful. Well, hello, all the wild wolf pups out there.
You have 4,000 people watching you right now.
Oh, that's not...
I mean, listening.
Yeah, that kind of makes me sweaty. Yeah.
You can rub some cinnamon on your pits.
Yeah.
PokeChamp says we should get a room.
Yeah. Well, I'd have to get a flight first.
You have to get a Wolf, hope you good, man. I ain't checked in on your channel for a while. We're good, Masasiko. We're good, brother. Tam, what's happening? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Shannon, you still there? Oh, no. Okay, so she's at work, so she'll probably come in and out of the stream. I think her audio is still connected over here. So we'll see what's going on. Anybody else wants to come, the link is in the Telegram. I just want to address really quick what's been going on. I'm not going to pull up anybody's messages or tweets or whatever on the tweets from X or whatever, right? So yeah, so in May I put a thing in the and guys, it's good to see everybody. It really is. It's been a second. I really did miss everybody. But I put a message in the Telegram. I was like, look, I'm going to take summer early, because the reason I did that was because I had a feeling the second half of the summer was going to get really interesting. And I said to myself, look, if I don't take a break now, what if July comes and we start ripping upward, which I think is still going to happen mid-July. So I kind of took off a little early to, like, you know, go lay on the river, and I actually had a lot of other projects I'm working on. And then I figured if nothing happened, well, then I just get an extra long summer. But I think that my timing might have been perfect because I'm coming back, and I think the next 2 months might be pretty intense, and we might not be able to take that much of a break. So maybe it works out. But listen, so while I was like chilling and relaxing, there was a lot of back and forth on X. A lot of it was very negative and full on attacking Richard. Now, some of it maybe was smart. I noticed Richard did get risen a couple times. He got a little bit, you know, he was feeling it. He responded. But I want to say, I know this is tough, you know, but please keep in mind that you are in the riskiest of riskiest assets, number one. Like, extraordinarily risky, right? And you kind of need to have your big boy pants on, okay? So if your investments aren't going good, then, you know, you got to take a breather and realize, like, you did it. You're doing it all, right? If you staked Hex, if you bought too big of a bag or whatever of PulseChain, or you didn't sell when PulseChain came out, or, you know, like, whatever, I sacked, I didn't sell, you know what I mean? And I'm supposed to know what I'm doing, right? So, I mean, you know, you gotta understand that, you know, this is very risky and very volatile. And there's a lot of upside, but because we have a lot of upside, there's tremendous levels of downside, okay? And, you know, going, you know, spreading tons of FUD, you know, you can. I'm a free speech guy. You can say what you want. I know there was also discussions about we should block people. Yeah, block whoever you want, man. I don't block people. I don't like that. Just, I like free speech. But, you know, for your own mental health, you know, you got to keep a good mind and a clear mind. And, you know, if you don't want to see stuff, you know, you can just, I guess, block people if you want, or just ignore it, or just understand that everyone has a perspective and a journey they're on themselves too, you know. But it's tough, man. It is tough. You're in an extraordinarily tough business, in a very, very volatile edge of it, right? I mean, you could have just bought Bitcoin, but you know, you wanted to come to altcoins and come out here way out in the fringes. Well, you're with the big boys now, right? You're with you're in the volatile of volatile, man. Fast Abdul's gonna block everybody. Half the peeps. Yeah, half the peeps. Guys, some of you guys can't even smash the like button. That's right, Mastasico. Smash that like button. Just keep in mind, people, Interpol is serious. Why does people say they are a joke? Is FBI a joke? RH is trapped forever. What we don't understand, it's why he doesn't fight back. Is FBI a joke? Yo. What's up, Mark? How you doing, man? You're in France, right? RH has billions. Maybe you can't use them on the real world now, but why not try to defend yourself? So, you know, try to keep perspective out there that, you know, it is an extraordinarily risky business. We don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to show you guys stuff in the charts that I'm seeing, like I always have. You know, I drew that pulse chart that happened to play out, but I don't really know what's going to happen. I just look at from my years of experience, I just try to draw probabilities and play the best I can at the table, but nobody knows anything. You know, keep perspective. And, yeah. Easy money. Touch grass, disconnect, remove batteries, come back with a fresh mind and ready to ace that bull run. It's coming. It is coming. It is coming. Delete, mute if you feel like, yeah, if you can't handle people, just, you know, mute it, delete it. But understand it is what it is. You know, like, it is what it is. There's no guarantees in this business, man. There's no guarantees. Got to put on your big boy pants and understand. But everyone's entitled to their opinion and their feelings and what have you. Really, they're all fair. It's all good. You know, I'm unaffected. Like, you know, I'm here, man. I made I made a decision to come here, right? So, I'm here, and really cool things are coming. Really good things are coming. No doubt dealing with Interpol. Interesting. Archie says the Arch lawyers must be dealing with the Interpol. Yeah, it's possible. That would be really interesting. Some people say not to worry about it. I'm not worried about the Interpol thing, but there may be truth to maybe him not wanting to stream until Interpol thing's over, which could be a long time. I don't know. I couldn't imagine it matters, to be totally honest. But if there is an Interpol notice out for you, regardless of whether you've won or lost a lawsuit in the U.S., if he lands somewhere that has jurisdiction, I think they can scoop him up. So that's important to understand, and you should be ready for that. You know, that would be an interesting surprise. Right now, obviously, I guess in his situation, it's not criminal. Oh, actually, they tried to make it criminal, right? Because they have him assaulting like a kid or something. Damn, maybe they do want him. I don't know, but really, it's just a fine they seem to want. That's really the tax thing that they feel they're owed or whatever. Now, I don't know. I'm baffled why a man in DeFi would travel to the most socialist country on planet Earth. And once again, I love my Finns, awesome people, but I would not set foot there if I had a big bag or a big bank account. I just wouldn't do it. All right. And he, obviously was conducting business, so I don't know why he would do that. He was certainly up to speed with their, they are one of the most taxed countries in the world. All right. So should have come to Czechia. Actually, there's a lot of other places. What's up, Sam? How you doing?
Oh man, I didn't know I was on Zoom.
Yeah, you're on Zoom, my brother.
Let me get off of Zoom, brother.
You're live, bro.
All right.
You are live in front of.
All right, thanks, man.
5,000 people. And everybody's scared, man. What's going on? Chat. Catch you in YouTube. Oh, what's up, Shannon? You got it. Nice to meet you. Chat, you guys were pretty nice. Don't take it personally that guest came and left. I don't take it personally. Personally, I think you guys have been really chill. I do love cinnamon. You have no idea how much I love cinnamon. Sometimes people get you cinnamon as a gift. Because see, there's two kinds of cinnamon. There's one that's fake, which is like the Chinese cinnamon, and then there's the real cinnamon, Ceylon. And it's not easy to get, especially when the zombie apocalypse happened. We couldn't get Ceylon. And I'm telling you, like, I have to have it. I have it everywhere. It's everywhere. I love cinnamon. And my soap is cinnamon. My cologne is cinnamon. It's that spice bomb, right? Like, I smell like cinnamon. I fucking love it. So my friends got some Ceylon cinnamon and gave it to me as like a present. It was hilarious. It was like this awesome package. It looked like drugs. And they had to get it because apparently it wasn't getting anywhere in the world. It just wasn't getting out of Sri Lanka or wherever it was. And this is like the good cinnamon, right? Like you get a kilo of that, dude, you are set, man. Be set for life. You got to get the Ceylon. Don't trust the Chinese stuff or the cheap stuff you get in the store. It says cinnamon. Bullshit, man. It's not real cinnamon. It tastes like cinnamon a little bit. It's not real. It's actually bad for you. You got to get the good stuff. Shannon probably knows where to get it from. She might be a plug. But any of you guys are a plug out there in chat, smash the like button. Send me your personal information. We can use Signal if you want. I don't want you to get in trouble. I am looking for a plug. But I want it fresh, man. I want it fresh. Smuggled right in from Sri Lanka. Wrapped nice and tight. How come I wouldn't go for the lavish lifestyle? I like more simple, but for education, healthcare, crime rate and finance overall looks good. What are you guys talking about? Crib Zaddy, I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, Dubai. You talking about Dubai? It's nice. But yeah, I mean, living there is a different thing, right? Like, you have to be in those circles or you have to be wanting to work to get into those circles where money happens and then you'll enjoy it, right? If you're just there hanging out, I don't think it's that much fun. It's like LA. A lot of people feel that way with LA. Like if you're there, you better be working in one of the industries or connected. Otherwise, you will get miserable after a year and you will hate it. And I think Dubai is very much like that too because it feels very disconnected. It's not like Prague where you can just walk around and meet people and people are just like hanging out in pubs and cafes. It's not like that. I think LA and Dubai have that similarity. What's up, Davey? Where'd he go? Yeah, people just coming and going. It's very intimidating. The show is very intimidating, isn't it? All right, everybody listen to this.
When a problem comes up, one of the best things to say is, all is well, everything is working out for my highest good, and out of this situation, this so-called problem, only good will come, and I am safe. And you know, this is something that's very powerful. All is well, everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this experience, only good will come, and I am safe. And what that does, it quiets your mind down, or my mind down, long enough for the universe to find a solution for the so-called problem.
But what about the person watching right now who is saying, Louise, hey, I love you, and I'm glad to hear you say that, but Louise, with all due respect, right now in my life, you don't know. All is not well.
Has she seen the pulse
Everything
chart?
is not working out for my good. I do not feel safe right now. No matter how many times I say that, all is not well in life right now.
If you say it enough times, it will become so. It really will, because you will be changing your thinking. If I have a real problem, I will babble that incessantly for innumerable times.
She's awesome.
Because I know it will change the atmosphere around me. It'll change what I'm giving out. And yes, it's true that to start with, that may be a terrible problem and you can't do anything about it right now. But as you start to know that you are safe and you're in a universe that loves you, I mean, how many times a day do people say, "This loves me"? Really loves me, and I'm so grateful and I'm so appreciative of life. And if you're a person that does that a lot, your life has to get better. It has to. Life will find little miraculous ways to bring good into your life.
She's badass, man. That's a cool lady. It's a cool lady. So don't fud your bags, people. Don't fud your bags. It's bad for your health. Brings down your testosterone. And it also does communicate something to the universe, by the way, when you talk against yourself. You know, and I think we're not going to go into it too deep, but the universe will begin bringing more of those situations into your life, right? You, in some ways, you need to accept the moves you make on the chessboard of life as done. You can't go back and unchange them. All right? So don't fud your bags. Don't fud where you are right now, because the universe, by the way, a little bit of physics, and this is proven by science, I know it is, that the universe is responding to where you are right now on the chessboard of life. It's responding to the thoughts that you're thinking consistently in the moment you're in right now. Not the moment you were when you sacked for a pulse X or whatever it was, whatever bad decision, or that moment that you cheated on your girl, or whatever you did, right? The universe is responding to where you are right now, in this very moment, right now. It's responding to the frequency that you're broadcasting, all right, like 369 shit, and that frequency is the equivalent of your thoughts, which then convert into emotion. And that's when the vibrations begin. And the universe communicates with that. It doesn't know the details of it. It just knows the frequency that you're broadcasting. All right? And when you fud your bags, you're picking up a certain type of frequency, right? Or you're fudding other people's bags. Like, I don't fud other people's bags. Why am I fucking fud mine? Like, it's just not a fun channel to be on, right? You can just kind of retune yourself a little bit and start broadcasting a little differently, right? And the universe just goes to work, man. It goes to work. It picks up that vibration, and it starts matching you with other vibrations of something similar. Conspiracy crypto, words are literally magic spells. That's right, man. You are casting spells with your words, your spelling, right? That's what words are. So think about it. Think about it. Because the universe, remember, I'll say it again, is responding and creating in accordance to what you feel right now in the moment you're in. I promise you that. You know, why they tell you to picture certain thoughts or certain things is so you create certain emotions, certain vibrations, okay? Emotions are your thought starting to move, all right? And that's what the universe can play with. The universe doesn't know your dumb logic. It knows frequency and vibration, okay? And everything has a specific frequency and vibration. Everything is made up of certain frequencies and vibrations. Think about that as you think. Think about that, how you feel. If you speak negatively about your past decisions, just ask yourself, like, how does that feel? How is that going to feel to others? You know, what am I going to communicate? What am I communicating to the universe, and what might the universe might want to bring back to me? Love matters. My mantra every day is that I'm abundant and free. I click buttons. Sack jokes hit hard. I didn't mean to throw. Everyone's looking back, man. Did I have to sack that much for PulseChain? Did I? Why? I started my crypto journey in December. I totally flooded pdai. Everyone's making confessions now. You need to manifest things that you want to come into existence. That's right. That's right. That's right. How do you do that? You know how you manifest things you want, that you want to come into existence? You have to feel a certain way in the moment, and the next moment, and the next moment, and the next moment. That's how fast it's moving. And that's why you have to get on the train of a certain vibe. You know, when you get on that high flying disc, that high vibe, you just want to stay there, man. And you don't stay there by being an idiot or, you know, checking out or zoning out. You do it by intentionally knowing how the universe works. And she was right what she said. She said the universe is looking out for you. You know, in Christianity, what do we call that? We call that grace. I'm surrounded by grace. I'm in grace land. I'm in a land of grace, man. I didn't even deserve it. I didn't even earn it, but it's just being given to me. That's because the universe loves you that much, man. And that's a frequency, by the way. That's not for sure, because you can fudge yourself out of grace. Okay, when you fudge your bags, you fudge yourself out of grace, bro. Like you have to match that frequency. That's that frequency all around you that wants to create and see amazing things happen for you. Not amazing, it wants to see things happen for you. And you, by the design of your thoughts, determine the direction and how much of that grace you're going to tap into. So, you know, choose carefully what's going on upstairs and what you say and what you speak, right? So.
When a problem comes up, one of the best things to say is, all is well, everything is working out for my highest good, and out of this situation, this so-called problem, only good will come, and I am safe. And you know, this is something that's very powerful. All is well, everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this experience, only good will come, and I am safe. And what that does, it quiets your mind down, or my mind down, long enough for the universe to find a solution for the so-called problem.
But what about the person watching right now who is saying, Louise, hey, I love you, and I'm glad to hear you say that, but Louise, with all due respect, right now in my life, you don't know. All is not well. Okay. Everything is not working out for my good. I do not feel safe right now. No matter how many times I say that, all is not my life right now.
If you say it enough times, it will become so. It really will, because you will be changing your thinking. Mm-hmm. If I have a real problem, I will babble that incessantly for innumerable times. Mm-hmm. Because I know it will change the atmosphere around me. It'll change what I'm giving out. And yes, it's true that to start with, that may be a terrible problem and you can't do anything about it right now. But as you start to know that you are safe and you're in a universe that loves you, I mean, how many times a day do people say, "This loves me, really loves me"? And I'm so grateful and I'm so appreciative of life. And if you're a person that does that a lot, your life has to get better. It has to. Life will find little miraculous ways to bring good into your life.
Yes, ma'am. Amen. Looking good. Looking good.
When a problem comes up, one of the best things to...
I'm just going to play an SS. Okay. Where are we at? All right, we got the monkeys. All right, where's your Hart? What's he up to? What's he been going on? All right. Okay, a lot about these printing machines. All right. We saw this, right? July 3rd. Okay. Okay. Happy Independence Day. From what you say, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they're endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whatever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it, and to institute new government. That's kind of where we are. TLDR, governments used to suck more and took then, and they still now effort to unsuck. The unsucking of government takes work and is the only way to restore our unalienable rights. I remember our freedom of movement was wrecked and our freedom of association was wrecked. Even many's bodily autonomy. Heck, bureaucrats daily send out over burdensome subpoena in violation of the spirit of the Fourth Amendment, and there appears to be no counterplay. So yay, fireworks and stuff. But like the real independence is in your freedom and rights. That's right. Cool. 1776. It's actually a pretty cool document. It's very, very beautifully written. I guess I did see that. Pulse, let's see. He says July 6th, new hire, 10,000 euro limit for PulseX Hexen Inc. That's really cool, man. This is very cool stuff. Who the fuck is George News? Post from 59 minutes ago. Oh, yeah? Okay, I'll go check it out. Let's get this. PulseX. Oh, okay. Just a typo there. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. I guess you can't reply. Wait, no. July 6th. Oh, wait, why is this popping up? Oh, he did it again. Oh, he's putting his 220 times 3 bench, 300 times 8 dead. I think the calculated max thing said I shouldn't be able to lift so much. You should switch now, Mr. Hart. You should switch to now lower. 220. I mean, that's pretty good. I would just back off, man. I would just go up to like 8 to 10 reps at least for a month, at least 4 weeks. I would just switch, completely switch. You're doing 300 times 8, dead, hands gave up. That's really good, man. Yeah, I would just switch it up, bro. Really just switch it up. You don't know what's happening in your joints right now. If you just switch it up and go to like maybe even 10 to 12, just go to bench and do like 10 to 12. Because remember, you're not just training your muscles and your endocrine system, which looks like you've hit it really good. You do want to train your joints and your endocrine system differently as well. And then you can go back to this setup. But you may find you may release another level of testosterone and another level of hormones if you go to like a high rep, you know. I would do something like, if you live next to the gym, I would go to like maybe, like 8 to 10 range and lower weight, but do more of it. Like you're dead. See if you can over 2 hours do 5 sets of it. Like maybe you're working and you do some other stuff, and see if you can do 200 pounds, man. Do them really slow though, because I've seen some of the videos. You're going fast. Go really slow. Do 8 to 10, so you don't have to increase that much. But I promise you, when you get to the 5th, 6th set, which you should be able to get to after 5 or 6 hours of a low weight, you'll get tired, and the next day you'll have a different level of soreness, because you need to now hit your joints, which are the most important thing as we're getting older, by the way. And you want to hit your endocrine system a little differently now. Also give it time to like just rest and absorb this new thing, because it looks like you're rocking, you're crushing it. It's good. But mix it up and do something sustained over like a few hours with a lot of rest between, by the way. So that, I mean, obviously if you're doing 5 sets of the dead, I mean, there's literally 10, 15 minutes between a set. I would switch it up into something like that. What's up, Rope? What's going on? Who's John Galt? Who Pugs George News? You guys are... okay, now this thing. The Richard R workout... Oh, he's got a whole workout plan here. Okay, 3 minutes a day of lifting. Yeah, no, this is great. But like I'm saying, maybe switch it up for a second, though. Only supplements, vitamin C, D, zinc, magnesium, omega-3, 5 grams of creatine. Great, man. Nice. Yeah, you can pick up your protein, see how that does, but I don't think you need that much at the kind of what you're doing right now. I'm curious how you feel with your testosterone from just doing this. Yeah, that's what I do. I don't know what German is, but I'll do like over a day. I'll do 100 push-ups, but I'll do 20, hour later another 20, hour later, and then my pull-ups, I'll go to the back and I'll do pull-ups. An hour later, I'll do another set. And like literally by the end of the day, I'll have done 30, 40 pull-ups. And I'm in better shape than guys that just go to the gym and like work out for an hour. I barely work out, but I just do this incredible amount of volume over a whole day. I do have days that I do go to the gym, but my favorite workouts are where I just work out over a whole day, where I'm like, okay, another 20 pull-ups and then five pull-ups. 20 push-ups and 5 pull-ups. And I'll literally do like 5, 6 sets of that all day. So by the end of the day, I have like 100 push-ups and like 30 pull-ups or whatever it is. And fuck, man, it works. I don't think you're going to get a six-pack and ripped with this kind of what he's doing. You might look more like a sumo wrestler. You got to switch it up a little bit. Because your nervous system, your endocrine system is what you really need to work out, especially as you get older, and that's what's really going to decide it. But a lot of being lean, too, is really your diet, man. Oh, we just lost somebody. Fast, I was about to click you in. I don't know where you went. All right. So most gains you can get at least time only supplements. Great, man. You're doing great. So that's what we got, man. That's what we got. This is good. He's just being healthy. He's trying not to say anything. Obviously, he may have reasons why he's not ready to start talking up a storm yet. And that's life. And it doesn't make sense for him to come out guns blazing right now. Anyway, to be totally honest, from a game theory kind of point of view, this looks like, is this Warsaw? Wait. Yeah, that's Pulse culture in Warsaw. Cool, man. He's literally, is he in Warsaw? No, he can't be in Warsaw, is he? It'll be down the street from me. Warsaw is an amazing city, by the way. I really love. Dude, Pilates reformers are awesome, man. Pilates reformers are awesome. It's not a big thing out here. Otherwise, I would do it. You must stop the crowd. People often under nervous system role and muscular strength. Tiny dudes, tiny muscles can. Yes, man. Moondog, 100%. Yeah, that's why I'll do my whole full day workouts. Like, I think people do think I work out a lot. I barely do. I just know how to trigger my nervous system to build muscle. And I don't need to do a lot of weight. I can just do a tremendous lot of volume. Because as you get older, if you do a lot of weight, like I would not dare, I don't even want to try max benching. My shoulders are fine, but my joints are just, I don't want the surprise. I don't want the surprise tear, the surprise accident. Because, yeah, if you just hit your nervous system the right way, if you know yourself, like I know my body, you will get jacked. And you don't even have to do max anything, ever. Unless you just absolutely are trying to blow up like a balloon or a sumo wrestler or something, but you just don't need it. You can just do it by volume over a whole day. Cool. All right. It's got a lot of interesting things happening. Let's go look at the charts, man. See what's going on. Where we at? Everybody smash the like button. Let me go check the Telegram. What's going on here? It's 11:11, guys. It's 11:11. Make a wish, everybody. It's 11:11. Make a wish. Make a wish. So chat, really quick though, before we go into the charts, what's something that happened that you guys have been concerned about or dealing with in terms of what's been going on? Because like, from my point of view, right, remember you guys know I did this chart, right? So sometimes I forget the perspective. Like I'm kind of, for me, everything that's happening, I had anticipated, right? So where we are right now, I drew. So for me, a lot of things aren't that much of a surprise, but I forget sometimes you guys might have concerns or like, oh, what's happening here? What's happening there? So drop your question right now. Or if you're like, hey, what's going on with this or that? Somebody mentioned something to me about, oh, money was moving around some wallets on Bitcoin. Okay, yeah, there's some wallets moving around and they're big. They're from 2011. Okay, that's one of the things people mentioned to me in the chat or whatever. Could it be the Hart man? Yeah, maybe. Doesn't have to be. The thing is, I don't know, right? All I know is what I see in the charts right now. And I know we're getting close, right? Even if I look at my old drawing, we don't have to do that second thing lower, which is what I drew here. It doesn't have to make this lower low, which is what I anticipated. But either way, I mean, when I look at this chart, I mean, we're close. So if it is him and he's going to rotate assets, then it's going to do what I drew here, which is a full vertical takeoff, right? So I don't need to worry about it. But if it isn't him, then it's not him, and maybe somebody's about to dump. But if somebody was going to dump, why would they let you know? And also, it's. I know people have been chatting about that one for hours on X and what have you. I guess I just haven't. I'm ready for either direction. Richard could peg pdai with Bitcoin right now. He could. Well, why would he do that? Why would he do that? Surprise stream, nice. What's up, Roskino? Okay, tons of videos. I talked a little bit about that earlier, about the flooding and blah, blah, blah. But I didn't see videos giving hate about him. Charles, there's actually videos where people are flooding. Like what? Like big crypto influencers? I haven't been watching a ton of crypto stuff. I have been, I don't generally watch a ton of crypto stuff anyways, but I have been watching charts, of course. We can go, let's go really quick to BTC over here. So you guys knew, no, I drew this a long time ago. Yeah, it kind of played out. We got this drop over here. It happened a little sooner than I mean, I drew this when we were down here. I drew it. We hadn't even touched this yet. I was drawing this to say what's going to happen. I think someone's having tech difficulties. And we did hit this. I think I drew my bottom here at 96. What did we hit? We hit 98. And I drew this back in May 18th, the middle of May. What's up, Fast? How you doing, man? You having some tech issues today?
Yeah, man. Some tech issues. They have been resolved.
Okay. You wanna jump in the show?
Sure.
Oh, you're already in. You got a background? You got a background. There you go.
No.
So somebody just said in the chat that we're at 107, 108,000, by the way. So now we've come up. I thought we'd go sideways for longer, but whatever. We could go sideways up here, right? We could absolutely just make everybody think we're going down or going up, and we do this, which is what I always, if you notice, I've been doing a lot of these in a lot of my drawings, because this is the best way to screw people up. If you guys know you just understand trading. Like, everybody wants to pump or dump, but hey, the best way to screw everybody up is just go sideways. That messes up people. That really messes people up the most. So that's why I always have these on my charts where I pick a spot and I think we're going to go sideways, because they've been messing with people this bull run hardcore. So maybe we do pump, but we're going to do it from there. I don't know. So Fast. Somebody up in the chat just said, Charles Fuck says there's been lots of videos of Richard Hart hate. Has there really been a lot of videos about hating Richard Hart?
Oh, a couple select whiners mostly. I wouldn't say lots. There's just been some dissenters. There's some people trying to get attention.
Dissenters.
Before they launch their meme coin on another chain.
Oh, really?
I think that's, yeah.
Ooh, interesting. Very interesting.
So it's just marketing mostly for, ways to get you to give your money to them instead of keep it on PulseChain, I suspect.
Got you. Yeah. You guys got to keep that in mind too, right? People could be flooding because they want to divert your funds somewhere else, right? So just be aware.
I believe so.
Because RH and Maria are secret lovers. Anything is possible in 2025. You think RH and Maria 414 are secret lovers?
I would strongly suspect they don't even know each other and will probably never meet. But I could be wrong. It is possible.
Interesting.
Consenting adults and all of that.
I think they know each other. I think they do. Or no, yeah, something. Maybe not. Who knows? Crypto.
They know of each other. It's probably true.
Yeah. That's for sure. People worried about crypto's 4-year cycles and medicine. I'm sorry, I can't read it. Madison. I'm sorry. What? Vet medicine is 20 plus years to make progress. What? We're early, but we're focused on signal versus noise. Moondog. What? Oh man, this is what drives me to drinking. I'm like, no, I gotta ignore the noise. Let's go into this BTC. So, look, let's zoom out a little bit here. What's going on? I was playing with the Pi Cycle top earlier. We don't need that right now. You guys know what the pi cycle top is, right? Gives a pretty decent readout of when the cycle's top. And we're nowhere near to that happening yet. If you go to the weekly, all right. But what is important? Let me turn this off. Actually, I don't need that right now. Is the music too loud, or how's that? Sound fine?
I can't hear much right now at all. Just the rain, maybe.
Okay. There you go. So, if you've got this beautiful inverse head and shoulders right here, all right? Okay. You've also got a cup and handle, right? Right there, right? You guys see that? Both of which are good, and they're both happening together at the same time. Now, it's really nice. Now, we can measure this in a couple of different ways. But the point is, I get about 350,000, okay? And if I do a short measurement, did I do a short one? That's really low. Let's see here. I want to measure it. I always like to do a couple at a time. I'm going to do one without the wicks. It's about 300,000, let's say. 350,000 seems a little much. Okay. Let's turn this on. I'm going to do one on this without the log. I'm just going to go all the way. And then I'm going to show you what I really think, because these are just fun to do, but none of this has to happen. It's nice to sometimes just see what you're coming up with. Okay, 130,000. Now this is without log chart. Now we're getting somewhere, because now I have some confluence, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. When I come over here, you guys have seen this chart since I've been doing charting, because it hasn't moved in years. I started this channel back in October of 2022, and we're still running strong inside it, okay? We have not broken this channel. I'll go back. You guys take a moment there. See the channel? Since 2022. All right, so when I come in here into this channel, and it's so funny, look at these drawings I have going way back, right? Like this one actually played out. But another one of those where we're gonna go sideways and then up. And here I was showing like possibilities of us breaking out way earlier. We had like those moments, January, in March, in the spring. But then I drew this one, remember? And it did take off right when I was expecting into that. But what's interesting about this is if you look at this channel and you come to the midline, and look, we broke below it here in April when we had that big scare, right? Remember the S&P, this SPX did that huge dump. So that was right here, and we fell out of the channel. A lot of people sold. A lot, even I think, what's his name, Bob Lucas? Bob Lucas even sold around like 80-something K. Remember he said, I'm gonna de-risk, and it was like 83K, right? So a lot of people got scared right here, because we did fall out of this channel pretty hardcore, right? We've been in this channel forever, right? So if you wanted to de-risk there, that's fine, I understand. Not everyone's been holding a PulseChain bag. They don't have the balls of steel we have, right? Come on, buddy. It's really fucking loud.
Indeed.
Yeah. So what's interesting, though, we got back in the channel perfectly, right? We came right back in. I mean, wall, like pip to wall. I mean, right in. And if you go to this channel, it's been consistent since 2022, guys, almost 3 years. The midline of this channel at the end of July is, guess where? $130,000. So I think we're going to $130,000. Okay. Now, could that be the top? It could be. I mean, we don't have to hit that now. I mean, maybe it goes there September, October. It could be a top, and then we come down and hit the bottom of the channel again, and then go again, right? But that is an important
Double top last time, right? There was a double top last cycle.
Yeah, anything's possible, man. Anything's possible. If this line is important, like I said, this channel's been holding out for a long time. This channel is, and the midline has been important, okay? You can see support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance. You can see these M's here, right in February 2023, pip to the line, midline, holding out, support to resistance, becomes support, resistance, constantly flipping. Here we're rejected. We broke through it here back in November 24. We hit the top of the channel. Mad support on that midline, have come down. So I think it's an important line. I think we're going to come up to it for sure. But I also want to respect some other lines I have here. Look at this one. There's a lot of lines on this chart. All right, let's come back to this one. All right, so if we come back to this one, and I just take lines from the... I don't think I need that right now. So if you come back here to the high we had in December of 2024, let me chat. I'll get back to you in 1 second. And I just draw a line from these peaks. So that'd be December 2024, January 25, May 25. I just put a line here. That's it. I'm not doing anything special. There's no signs here. It's just a fucking line. But these are important points, okay? These are really important points. That top would be, if it is the end of July, is going to be 113.5. Okay, so 113 to 115, give or take around there. So, 113 to 115. That could be a summer top as well. So maybe 130 is important, but to be honest, this 113.5 target I have right here is actually pretty important to me as well. I have to tell you that I respect that line as well. Right here. Because that's how I drew, when you come back. Yeah, that's how I drew this one, man. We were down here we were here, I think, when I drew this, and I said we're gonna hit 111. Why? I was just drawing lines, but that 111 target actually came all the way from this bull run back here. I had a line coming all the way from this bull run. That's how I came up with this target right here, and we hit it exactly, and we're rejected right there. That was that top right there, 111. I didn't move these lines. You can go back 2 months to those videos. It's exactly what I had drawn. And
yeah, it never even made it to 112, did it?
Nope.
Nice.
And here, so I think this line might prove to be something if we get to it here. So now on the low side, where could we come down to? No, I don't think the bull run's over. So if you do, then you would think that the next big drop could be the start of the bear market. Of course, there are those videos and people talking about that. Once again, I don't know the future. Maybe they're right. I don't think so. I think we could have a little bit of a shakeout here. I know I had a drawing where we just go sideways and then we go up, which of course is possible, right? We just literally, we don't go up or down. We just go sideways until they get to whatever moment that is for them that they decide to send it, right? The market makers. We have a line here, which is tons of support, which I am going to respect as well for now until I have a reason not to respect it. So maybe we come sideways until we meet this guy. Could be. That's a possibility. We just go sideways and then pop. But maybe they need a spook. There's this whole tariff tantrum 2.0 happening again. There's new tariffs they've announced. Give a reason for volatility, but volatility hasn't happened yet, and they already announced the tariff. So I don't know. Like I said, maybe we just go sideways, but I could see a pull down. You got a ton of support at about, I'd say right here at 99. Obviously 105, I think right here. There's a ton of support, but this also lines up with my line at about 99. If we took a tumble down to there, we could even break lower than that to really spook people. Maybe, could go down into 96-ish range. That's a possibility. Really give people a good scare right here. Come down, spike, and then we pop back up, and then see you later, bye-bye. That's a possibility as well. So, yeah.
If we broke under 100, people would probably start freaking out, start doing shorts.
Yeah, so maybe 96 is a good target because that would start scaring enough people, right? And then they drive it up from there. So that's a very strong possibility right there. But I do think, regardless of how big this shakeout is, we probably continue up into September, October, and the top could be earlier than we think. maybe. But I think they'll have a distribution. I don't think you're just gonna have a blow off top. It's gone just vertical. If you were in Bitcoin, they say this was one of the easiest bull runs ever in Bitcoin. It's just gone straight up. Like all you had to do was buy Bitcoin and do nothing for literally 2 years, and you've done really well. It's just been straight up and it's straight up and to the right. It's kind of the chart everybody dreams of. That's what Bitcoin's done, straight up and to the right. So, but I would think that if this is close to the top, they're not going to just do you know what? Anything's possible, man. Could they just go for 180? Because the top of this channel is 180 right there. That's the end of August. 190 would be September-ish, right? That's possible too. I'm not going to rule it out, but I would think that they might do some kind of distribution, right? So I'll draw what that looks like for you guys really quick, and then we'll go on to ETH and everything like that. So, and in the meantime, pubs, we got to smash that like button. We don't even have 10% likes right now. But let's hit that. Let's hit those smash. Let's smash. What do you think, Fast? Should we get some more likes?
Yeah, fine. Let's double up.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll be right back. Hang on a sec.
If anybody wants to jump on, there's links in the Telegram room. I also posted one on my Twitter profile. Put your big boy pants on. Get your face on the screen. Been a good week for PulseChain so far. All my stuff looks like it's in the green on the things that I follow, or green for the week anyway. Most and Pump, the Richard Hart ones, they're doing pretty good. They pumped up like 30% this week. And some other winners too. I suspect people are front-running the SEC deadline, which, according to Nuclear Herbs, our community lawyer, because the weekend is moved to today. So, end of today, the SEC can't come back against Richard Hart anymore. They can't resubmit the case. So that could be a thing. Probably people are front running that. Last time something like that happened, like I remember when there was the victory for Richard over the SEC, like the initial victory. It seemed like maybe the SAC wallet moved some funds to PulseChain and started pumping stuff. Don't take my word for it. Check the charts, but yeah, I do believe it corresponds with that timeline. So could that happen again? You never know. I wouldn't be shocked, but we should have no expectations. Regardless, though, I'm feeling bullish. He's back with some red wine.
Sean, thank you, sir. Who's that? Yo, Fabrocas. What's happening, brother?
All good, and you guys?
Good. No way. I had this so much.
Give me just a second, sir. I'm just adjusting here the sound.
I was just watching BFF. Now let me punch in.
You look as crazy as ever, Pedro.
Yes, man. A little bit crazy, but that's a good sign. Things are picking up the pace. Finally. I'm tired of waiting. Well, not tired, but it's good when we see some green candles, I guess.
Agreed.
How are you doing, gentlemen, by the way?
Sorry, say again?
How are you doing?
Good. Staying out of jail and off the hard drugs. How about you?
Nice. Smart.
What part of my plan?
Good. Very good.
Wolf is deep in thought.
Can you guys see me right now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can
I
see
can hear
you.
you.
My camera's on?
Yes.
Yeah, your camera's
camera's
on.
I think so.
You look a little sleepy.
I look sleepy?
I can't see Pedro though on the main screen.
I'm at
Oh,
the
there he is.
ghost. Hey, 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 yo.
Yo, what's up?
All good, man. Missed being here. It has been some time, I guess.
Good to see you. It's been a second. What's up, Hennessy? How you doing? Good to see you. King No Name says 11:59. The deadline is over. So, is that true? Is that literally? Yeah, the East Coast deadline is 5:30. So that's 11:30. But maybe the courthouse is 6. I don't know.
Could be. There's hours left at worst though, so I think I'm feeling pretty confident about it.
Okay. Did everybody smash the like button? Let's see. We got. We got about just above 10%. Sean O'Malley, thanks so much, man. Really appreciate that. You know, it's funny, Ruskino. I was looking at BFF today because I told you guys BFF still looks great. All the bears, the white bear, the brown bear, they're all going to do great, man. I've been saying that forever. RH memes to $1 guy, milady. Everything's right. Okay, let's go look. Okay, so what I was going to do, I was going to draw this, right? Okay, let's draw it. What are we doing now? You know, this is tricky, man. We're in a tricky place, guys. It's a very tricky place. Come here, buddy. Okay. What do we got going on here? Okay, let's draw it. Hi. Okay, let's erase that. Let's erase this. Okay, this is the one-ish, what did I say, 150, 113? And then we got 130, like, oh, so the other reason I like 130, I'll show you really quick. And by the way, everyone that smashed the like button, you guys are rock stars. You guys are amazing. You guys are incredible, by the way, so thanks so much. Appreciate it. It's my eyes. But I am tired, actually. Yeah, I'm still pretty beat, actually. I've been training pretty hard, trying to keep my energy up. And then I got a massage today. It was good. Treated myself. Nice. Yeah. So, you know how that is. You get a massage. My body's just like, yeah, just put me to bed.
I'm still recovering from jiu-jitsu on Sunday. Takes me about 3 days now.
Really? You doing jiu-jitsu?
Did you have like a tournament?
No, I was just training. It's just like, I just did 2 hours. You know, just getting back into it.
Man. It's good. You keep it up, man. Congrats. That's awesome.
Oh, thanks. Come the bull market, I hope to, get back to 4 or 5 days a week. Or the bear market, rather. Bull market, I'll be busy.
Who do you think would win, like you or Ian?
Yeah, 11:59. That sounds right, man.
From the
Ian?
brute
Ian would destroy me.
Okay. All right.
No, yeah, he's a professional MMA athlete, right? We're not playing the same game.
No, but I thought you did it professional too. Sorry.
Well, I've done it in tournaments, but it's not on a UFC level.
Okay.
Who are you fighting? Ian? You're gonna fight Ian? Is that what you said?
No, that's a terrible plan.
I was asking that. I was literally.
You said you could take him? Damn,
Me, bro.
Fast said he could take Ian.
100%, of course.
Dear. It's gonna end poorly for old Fast.
Fast. Why do you think you could take him? Why would you think that?
I don't think that at all. I think it would be terrible. I've met him in person. I've seen the man.
You literally just said
athlete.
I could take Ian in the ring.
Oh yeah, you said that.
Pedro said that. Pedro implied.
Chat. Oh, Pedro implied it. Chat. What did you guys hear? Who said it? Somebody get a message to Ian.
I always come to cause confusion, bro. I love it.
I'm gonna end up in a cage match with Ian now. It's gonna be terrible.
Finally.
Chat. Who knows Ian?
You'd have to pay me a lot, a lot.
Because I don't know. Fast is a big guy. Ian's definitely not as big as Fast. Fast is a much bigger guy. So I don't know. Maybe Fast could take him. I got my ink token on Fast.
Oh dear.
Are you quicker? Are you quicker?
Maybe don't leverage that bet. Yeah. Those funds only, please.
All right. Well, chat. Find out. See if you guys can get some intel on that. get a message out to Ian. See if he's.
What about brutes? Could you take brutes?
right,
Maybe.
Okay.
Because he did like WWF, like he was like
yes,
an actor, you know, like
Mhm.
but like the guy's pretty buffed.
Yep.
So it would again be be a hard go, but not as hard a go as the professional MMA athlete. That would be terrible.
Yes, 100% agree.
They want to find out if you're actually fast, Abdul. All right, so
Yes.
check it out. So I ran the fibs, and if you remember, I was talking about the channel that I've had on here since 2022, and the midline is 130. The top of this channel is 180, and this is for end of August, okay, kind of thing. So, of course, we go much later than that. We go even higher, right? Obviously, you start looking at that over $200 targets as we go into November. By October, you're talking above 200K, right? So when I come over here and I run fibs, you can see very clearly that the 1618 is at 180, which is the top of that channel. That is the 1618 fib, okay? So I've got some confluence there, okay? Not only that, but you can see this inverse head and shoulders. One of my targets, if I take this inverse head and shoulders, this line, very simply, put it on the breakout, where does it go? About to 180, almost there, okay? So the 1618 fib. So that could be a very strong possibility. Now, here's the thing. Is that too obvious? Yeah, we got to look at that as we go. Who knows what games the market makers will play, right? But you've got a strong confluence there for 180. Now, the 1414 is at 130. And what's 130? Well, that's at midline, right? So that's also another point. And now you've got another piece of confluence for that at the 1414 fib, okay? So you've definitely got a very bullish formation here on Bitcoin, a very big one too, going all the back 2021. And inverse head and shoulders, you got, like a saucer cup and handle. Then you've got another inverse head and shoulders. You got another cup and handle up here. It's extraordinarily bullish looking, okay? The only thing that's going to slow this market down or this bull run is something happening, but you cannot plan those. There's no way you're going to know something's going to happen. I remember 4th of July, everybody was like, oh, there's going to be a false flag. I'm like, there's not going to be a false flag for 4th of July. Like, it's too obvious. It's on the news. When everyone's talking about it, it's probably not going to happen. All right? If your neighbor's going like, hey, you hear there's going to be a false flag on 4th of July, you're not going to get one. It doesn't work like that, man. You don't know what it's going to be. It could happen at a random time. It could actually be September-ish, maybe end of September. Maybe that's what ends the cycle. But I'm not even going to dare speculate. I don't want to be that guy who's like, next week, false flag. And then the next week, I'm like, there's another false flag. There's another. No, man. You ain't going to make money like that. You got to stay bullish. We're in a bull market. If the charts look shitty, I'll say it, but I can't anticipate an alien invasion or a civil war breaking out, or who knows what it's going to be this time, right? We just got to take profits and, pray. Mostly steak and eggs.
The question is always when. When to take profits, when to pray.
Right. So we could see something like, if you were to come up here, hit this 115, let me make this bigger hand. It's not going to work. So we got fibs. We got a lot of confluence here. Very interesting stuff happening. I could see something opposite of what this shape is playing out. That could be really interesting. Maybe we do hit that, get a rejection. We come down and hit that 99, 97, 96. Everybody scares. We come up. We pop. We go to this 130. And that might be... I need to collapse this. I'm already in October time-wise, which is not what I want to do right now. Let me do this on the daily. Yeah, I think it's going to work out better. Okay. I just want to say we're in an area that is extraordinarily tumultuous because now you're getting close to the top, okay? Just so you guys understand for the most part. Unless we have one of those double things where we have some break, we have the recession, and then we continue, and then it's going to go on much later. Otherwise, understand that we are close to the top, so right now is where most of the fuckery is going to happen, the tops and the bottoms. So we come up, we get rejected, we get that big fear, something, some people sell, it's over. Nope, it's not. We come up, we kiss that, We scoop around. That was at 115. Yeah, we hit that. We come up. We hit this 130. Bam. And then we have another pullback for whatever reason. God knows what it is. And then we come up maybe into November. This is just a weird possibility. And then we'd hit both those fibs. And then you have a distribution instead of one big move to 200, 300K or whatever, right? Which the institutions are more likely going to distribute it over something as opposed to one big blow off top. But I don't know. Maybe they do just go for a 250K Bitcoin and it's just like straight up vertical like an altcoin. Anything's possible. But I know that 115, 113, 14, 115 is important to me. 130 is very important to me, and 180 is really important to me. Now, if we go past 180 and we start pushing 200K, well, shit, we're going to start looking at these crazy targets up here of 350,000, okay, that I was showing you guys earlier in the video, or earlier when I was looking at this, right? With these big, we're going to chart out this whole massive big inverse head and shoulders, right? And this big cup and handle. And then we're going to be looking at some crazy stuff. All right. What? Yeah. But right now, I'm not going to concern myself with that. I'm really going to consider more this 130 and 180 as really important points, right? And then what would happen here, because you've now formed this formation, which is the opposite of an inverse head and shoulders, it's called a head and shoulders. Maybe you actually do get one of these. And then you see like, oh shit, see you later, bye-bye. And you got this head and shoulders, so now you start some kind of descent, right? And then you could even start again. I mean, who knows what it does, right? So it could be some kind of distribution, which looks exactly like this, right? That's pretty much what I drew. Why? Because this is a very institutional move. This was a Wyckoff. This was a big Wyckoff thing, and then this was very institutional distribution too. So it could do this, something like that again. Would it be obvious to people?
You think it was big players making those moves? Like institutional players?
Yeah, this shit? Oh, fuck yeah. That's not how people move. People move like this. This is crypto. This is crypto before. That's how natural charts move, like that. They have blow off tops. That's why altcoins do that, because it's just fucking people and their emotions and shit like that, right? This is a footprint of big money, big players. This is what they do. They distribute. All right. And that's probably what we're going to see. Maybe, like I said, who knows? They're using AI now, so I don't even pretend. That's
They're using AI now.
But this is, nice. You can see crypto was natural. All these are natural. These are human. Okay?
Yeah.
2011, 2013. This was the last one, 2017. That was it. This is all institutional, and this one is mega institutional. So that's it. And you're going to see some kind of distribution. Why they're going to distribute? If you know it, well, because it works, man. It works. It makes them the most amount of money, so that's what they're going to do, because it's the most hang on a second. It's like my ending music playing right now.
Explain the difference between the two, maybe, for the people that are not very acquainted with these distributions, I guess.
What am I explaining? I'm sorry?
The two different types of distributions you're talking about, the one that's more human, right, emotional, blow off top, and the other that's more like, a week off, let's say.
Oh, okay. Well, they're taking this energy that's here, and instead of the price going very high, it makes multiple different types of peaks and distributes the energy. And it allows people who are very patient and sophisticated, and they have floors of these people, right? I have a lot of friends that do this for a living, and to capture this move, right? Like that, whatever, right? And the average person just doesn't take profits consistently enough or understands what's happening, and they're waiting for a blow off top, right? And so when something moves in the natural, it does this until there's just no more sellers left and it collapses. Yeah. Okay, and there's no more buyers left. Sorry.
Buyers, yeah.
There's no more buyers left, so it just collapses. A distribution exhausts you. It's just different because you're anticipating the next higher target, but it keeps going sideways, and it makes it a little bit higher, and you can't get your finger on it, right? And it's gone extraordinarily high so fast. And what this also allows to happen is distributions can sell here here because they're selling huge bags. Like my friends that are traders, they're trading like $10-20 million positions. They can't just sell. Like you can't just dump. Like you know what I mean? Like if you have something like this, like if they sell, it's over, dude. It's crashed. That's what happens here. You run out of buyers, and then people obviously notice it, who are experienced, and they start selling, right? When you do this, it's happening slowly. It's like you come up, there's some sells, but not too many. Goes back up again because they're using the media, you know, the cycle. It's still hyped, and we were anticipating 100K. Remember, we were all talking about like, oh, it's going here. Where's this 94? Yeah, remember it was supposed to come right here, right? And it would have. It would have had it been a natural cycle. It would have done this right into that, right, and then come down just like it did before. But it didn't do that because they need to offload massive position sizes. Okay. And so when you do,
so what you're saying is that the price doesn't go as high as it, could have, gone, but it stays at a higher price for longer, right?
It stays at a high price for longer and goes sideways, and allows you to offload and also do all those things because their staff is trading that. They have lots of people trading this stuff. Or they're
seems like a good deal for us, I guess. No, that seems like okay. I guess I don't mind. Thank you, I guess.
Yeah. So,
but this is me asking you, like, what do you think? Is it not good for us? But I'm literally asking.
A distribution?
Yeah, it seems like a good option, right? Like you don't go as to like mentioning that in 2021, right? We didn't go to 100K. We stayed at 70 something, right? Or 69 or whatever. So like, but it is like, but we stayed there for much longer, right? Instead of being like one day and then like boom, gone. We stayed there for like that period that you're with the arrows, and then again like a couple of months later, right? So wasn't that bad, I guess, right?
Yeah, you just have to be. You have to be more sophisticated and patient and what have you, right? Which is harder to do, right? So if you're paying attention, then it can work out well for you if you recognize that, okay, this looks like a top. If you don't, because you're waiting for that higher target, it's bad. But the institutions make way more money this way than they do if they just do one of these like mountains. This is a natural play. This is how things go. This is how humans will do it. We'll just keep playing like hard until literally we're just out of sellers and bam, it just crashes. I mean, out of buyers and it crashes. They do this. They do distribution, and you can see it on the SPX too and everything. It's the exact same. It's just different. You know what I mean? It's not the same every time. It's a game, right?
Yep.
And not only did they do that, but they crashed. They reloaded and then they pumped it up again. It was awesome. It's crazy, sick. Could this 115?
But I really like your chart over there, right? It doesn't look that bad.
What, like this could happen, this possibility?
Yeah. It doesn't look bad.
No, it is a possibility. Yeah, and this would allow them to distribute the same amount of coins if they just literally go to, not that high, but if they go to like, whatever it hits, like some crazy number and just drops, they can offload a lot of BTC right here, if whatever. And they can also the drop may not be as severe as well, when you do it like this. So they're kind of managing it as well, right? It's not a bad system. It just is a system. You know what I mean? It's not that bad actually. They're kind of managing the euphoria, to be honest. I mean, sometimes we kind of like we're really hard on like the institutions and VCs, but they know how to keep the game going. If humans are at it, we'll just like I said, it'll just be like a mountain, and then bam, it'll just blow up and it'll be over. Like these guys can keep the game going, which is an important part of the game. Sometimes it's good because then you can sit at the table longer and learn and go like, okay, I fucked up the first game, I can play again.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
If it's just a big mountain
The
volcano,
end result will probably be higher, right? Than if it was just people pumping and dumping.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and you have more people have the opportunity to make money on it. Let me show you a famous chart here. So this was Hex. Okay. What did this do? Was this a distribution, or does that look like a big blow off top?
Yeah, blow off. Yeah.
Right. So very few people make money in this scenarios. Okay. So when you have management of euphoria, which is what institutions do, they manage their euphoria. So instead of doing this, you know, it could have done something like, you know, whatever. It would have distributed also the wealth better, but that's not why we like altcoins. We like it because if you race and you're one of the best, you come out with like the most, right?
Sure.
So distributions can just be very healthy too, right? They can help sustain a chart, and it doesn't get nuked. Like this is full nuclear demolition. Whereas this, you can see the fall wasn't that bad, and that's what people didn't anticipate either, because they were used to like full nuclear like demolition, right? Because it was trading like just an altcoin, like just full. This is like the hex chart, right? Just full blow off top, just, you know. But now they like managed all that euphoria, right? And so you had a drop. It wasn't even that bad. They had to really FUD it to get it to keep dropping. But if it had had one big mountain volcano blow off top, it would have absolutely collapsed hard. So these distributions aren't that bad. It works, right? They got you look at the stock, the SPX over 100 years, and it's pretty impressive. Like, yeah, there's dumps, but you know, it always seems to like bring it together.
Yep.
But you can make your most money on penny stocks, like you saw the hex chart. Like those charts, you can make the most, but you have to understand you have a tiny little window to sell. You know, like you were saying earlier, Februca, was like, oh, in distributions you can sell over a month, right? Like, yeah, that's great, right? You can, you know, if you can chill. But when you have this blow off top, like on the hex chart,
day.
It's literally you got 1 day.
It's not even a full day, just like a few hours, minutes sometimes.
No, this is September and this was October, so you had a month. Was it a month?
Okay, fair enough.
In a month, but as opposed to like a few months of the other fashion, right? Like distribution. But I mean, this I'm measuring from here to here. I mean, if you really want to get where it's like when it was 40 cents, yeah, you had what, 2 weeks? You had a couple weeks. Yeah, you really did have a few weeks. You had time, but there's so much euphoria that, you know, it's tough. And then this, I remember when this, damn. Shit. Where's it at now? Well, let's look at this while we're here really quick. Then we'll look at ETH really quick. Let's go ahead and take a look. What's going on? Okay. I see some bullish stuff, and I also see some bearish stuff. I think we're just dependent on what happens now at this point. Oh, it looks like I was charting this. Let's see. Looks like we've come into there. Making an uptrend. That's good. I think we're looking good. I think up is coming. What is these guys fighting about in the chat?
Oh, is this chat fighting? I didn't see. Oh, nice. I love it.
Turk's talking about his 8-inch Punisher. All right, let's go to. So let's see what happens. We don't know what's going to happen, right? If July's tumultuous, then maybe 115. Maybe we do that, and we have that. What did I draw? I'm just going to leave my drawing up. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, we come up, we hit it, we get smacked down, and then we push up into the fall. Wait. Oh, no, this is the 130? Oh, that's the 130. Hang on a sec. See if I can go back to my drawing. What the hell did I draw? Oh, okay, that would be July. Like, we push up, we hit that 114, and then whatever happens scares everybody off, and then we push up to 130. Yeah, let's see what happens, man. It's a funky spot we're in right now. But we're getting close, because technically the bull run would end October-ish, or not to say the bull run ends, but the high for Bitcoin would technically come in around October. So if it's coming in September, October, November, hey, that's right in alignment time-wise with other cycles.
Sounds good, man.
But we did have the high before the halving, so I'm ready for surprises, of course. And you should be too. Let's Bollinger Bands. I don't want to see that shit.
I approve this timeline. Looks good. This hypothesis of yours, I like it.
All right. Let's come over here to ETH really quick. Okay, so this was crazy. I posted the Telegram because I drew this drawing when we were back here in May, and I was like, we're gonna come and then drop down here to look where it dropped, almost to the pip. What I drew, It drew it dropping to 21.18, and we hit 21.20. That was crazy. And it almost followed exactly what I drew. Not exactly. We did get this pump up right here. But in general, the general direction I captured really well. And then I said we'd go sideways and then push up. It looks like we did a V. We just dropped off, came up, and now we're going sideways. So let's see what happens. This was my anticipation, and this would line up well with the idea that we tap at that 115. So we would go a little higher, tap, come down, and then start. So we could get a pullback. We could. But this was I drew this back in, now it's almost 2 months ago I drew this. And almost played out perfect. Let's get over to PulseChain. Oh, no, look, let's look really quick because I haven't seen this. I want to see ETH BTC.
Oof, you don't want to see that.
Pups, let's smash that like button. Okay, I said we dropped down to here. Looks like we did get close. We hit 0.021. I headed all the way down to 0.19. We are moving up where I thought we'd start the uptrend. That's good. So I was bullish, even when I look back at these drawings I did from May, beginning of May, before I kind of took off for the summer. I was anticipating right about this time, July-ish, that maybe we would start. So I'm going to still stick with that, man. I still feel like bullishness is coming. We're close. We got all the way down here to 0.017. I thought, yeah, maybe. Okay, well, it looks fine. Looks good.
Do you think this is like the last opportunity for this cycle for ETH and the other altcoins, of course, but ETH especially, of course?
You mean if you're like asking me like, hey, I have $100, should I buy ETH now? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, in the sense that do you think that it will drop lower, or do you think that it's actually going to outperform Bitcoin?
Oh, okay. Do I think
I'm
from
talking
this
about
point
versus Bitcoin.
will ETH
From the point
outperform Bitcoin?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, it's a really good question, man. It's really good. I want to say yes, because of course it helps my bags the most by saying yes.
All right.
Let me.
I want to just match pace with Bitcoin. I'd be happy.
It's so much cope in that, man. If we could just match, we could just keep up a little bit. All right, let me see the Bitcoin dominance. I'll answer that, but let me see something. I haven't looked at this in like a long time. It's at 65. It's still pushing up on this wedge. Man, this is so good. This is like the craziest movie ever. Oh man, it's falling out of it, is it? Because oh man, this is so crazy. Is ETH finally gonna move? Let me zoom out a little bit more here. Man, let's see what's going on. It's monthly. Man, it's really up there, isn't it? Got some energy dying out there. Yeah, I think the dominance is getting there, man. You can look at this RSI on the BTC dominance. That's fucking crazy, man. Oh man, that is yeah, fast. Yeah, maybe this is showtime for ETH, man. Look at this. It's getting cooked, bro. Let's look over here at the stock as well on the monthly. Let's look at the 2 month. Oh, look at that.
I want a $6,000 ETH. I don't think I'm asking for too much. $6,000 Ethereum. That gives the Richard Hart sack bag, pumps it to $1 billion.
Okay, let's go look at that ETH chart again.
And just the ETH that's held in that bag, 100,000 ETH. 6K makes it about $1 billion.
I think we're about there, man. There could be one last push up. Yeah, maybe it's time. I think we're getting close. It's only at 65% dominance. You can see back here in December of 2020, before ETH and altcoins went parabolic, or I think alts were running even before ETH here. But you can see this summer or January, BTC dominance in December of 2020 fell off a cliff, right? It was at 73.5% BTC dominance right there. Okay. BTC right now is at 65%. I have this purple line here at 71. I guess I was just drawing supports or resistance right here from way back, and I had 71%. So that would be the highest we could go. But it does look like it is fading out. Would it go all the way to here? That would be quite painful, wouldn't it? It's possible, but I think we might be done. So let's go back to that ETH chart. It could go higher. It could, but not much. I think we are about done. If it overextends this, maybe it goes up to like, 68, 69%. But it's about done. It's about done. And ETH, you're saying 6K? Yeah, let's run a fib here. The 1618 is 14, 1414 is 10, 1236 is 75. How'd you get your 6K number fast?
I think I took $1 billion.
Oh, it's a 1236 on a linear chart.
Well, I'm not doing any charting. I'm just taking $1 billion and I'm dividing it by 100,000 ETH.
Science.
Yeah, that gives me. Well, I need $6,024.10 ETH in order for the sack bag to have $1 billion of ETH in it.
Okay.
That'd be good.
Okay.
But the charting part, I'll leave that part to you. How it actually happens is completely up to you.
I think what I drew here is very possible. I really do. I do think we have a lot to contend with at 5K, man. When we hit this old top,
There'll be a lot of resistance there.
yeah, between like 4,500 and 5,000. Yeah.
How much do you think someone selling 166,000 ETH would affect the price?
100,000 ETH.
Yeah. I don't think the Ethereum guys talk about that enough. Like, how much could Richard Hart hurt the price of ETH if he felt like it?
I don't think as much as you want. I don't think as much as you think.
Don't think so?
I think he's pretty big.
$1 billion.
We'd have to look at the numbers. We'd have to look at the liquidity flow and.
Yeah.
I can't spec, but I'm just off the top of my head. I'm thinking maybe it's not as bad as you think it would. To be honest.
Maybe not.
ETH's pretty massive.
There's a lot of money on centralized exchanges and stuff too, right? Like ETH liquidity runs deep and far and wide.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
One day we'll have that on PulseChain.
So I've heard though.
But not until it pumps.
Passively look for my mic while streaming is going. What? 10K ETH. Yeah.
NK ETH would be pretty awesome. I remember, like, it wasn't that long ago. I guess maybe it's a little while ago now, but people are talking about this cycle seeing like 30, 40K ETH, you know? And not just like moon boys, like, you know, like smart guys who have, you know, who've been in the public for a long time.
I think, I think next cycle for sure. I think that ETH will pump more than people realize once it breaks 4,900. I think it's going to pump a lot more than people realize. If I just were to draw this line, and I'm, you know, it's just kind of is, you know, I'm just drawing a line. not to make a big thing about it, but if you were to take like ETH pumping after Bitcoin's top, so that would be like beginning of December, end of November, I've got a lot of confidence at 8,500 just on this, just by drawing this line right here. And let's see if on
There we go. 8,500. I'd accept that.
Yeah, right? You would take that, right? What happens if I draw one over here? What
Oh
happens?
yeah. I think anything ETH does is going to result in multiples on the Pulse chain.
If I were to do the same thing over here on the log chart, you're looking at 16 grand.
Okay.
16, 17 grand.
That's in line with the Moon Boys right now, so
Okay.
you never know.
You never know. Hey, yeah. We got to break that. We got to break this thing right here. We got a ton. Look at this resistance right here at 41, 4,200, and then 40. Yeah, the 4,000s are going to be interesting, man, when we get up here. And maybe they do a distribution up here. We don't know, right? Maybe because people are still expecting, like I was explaining earlier, one of these, right? Point. Like these kind of pointy moves would get you to 18,000 or 20,000 or 25,000.
Oh, yeah.
But you can see here they're already distributing in 2021. You see this spread out. This one could be very spread out. It could be very wide, where we come up to 4,000, we get rejected. We come up a little bit more, rejected. Next thing you know, you got a Bart Simpson head and shoulders right there, and it's see you later, bye-bye. And you barely even scrape 6,000 or whatever, right? Like they distribute it over a long period, which is very possible too. I
think something has to change with the Ethereum community, with how Vitalik runs stuff. He has to hire different guys to be on his marketing team because it doesn't seem to be a pump focus, that's, he really is in it for the tech, and he's a weird alien, which I respect, but he should hire you and me to do his marketing or something.
I think we would do great.
It would be so much better.
I think we would do amazing.
We do better than it.
We would. Yeah. We would do great. Pups, chat knows. Chat, can you guys get a message to Vitalik that
I'm pretty sure he probably watches the show.
Tell Vitalik that Saint Wolf,
Vitalik about that.
That Saint Wolf wants to run his marketing department with Fast Abdul, of course.
Perfect. Makes sense.
Once Fast Abdul's fought Ian Heinisch, of course, and won the fight. That would be great marketing for you. No, it's very controlled. He may also have a gun to his head, so to speak. As a matter of speaking, there may be reasons why. Who knows?
Could be.
Who knows?
It could be it's a bigger conspiracy, and he's somebody's given time for the rich bros to get in, right?
Deerslayer, thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Let's get somebody on that. Okay, let's go.
Nice.
We looked at. There's a guy called Wolf from marketing. That'd be awesome. Maybe I can see what's going on. This is Mara Holdings. God, what the hell is this? Mara is Bitcoin miners, correct? Why am I watching this chart? Mara's Bitcoin miners. So if Bitcoin miners chart looks like dog shit right now. So if this is coming down, does that mean Bitcoin's coming down?
Was that the one that was talking about shifting into Ethereum as a way to make money?
Was it?
One of the big Bitcoin miners made a statement like that.
American Digital Asset Technology Company. Okay, so let me look at this chart. Maybe this gives us a clue. Oh, this is a little sneaky little guy. We need this red line across here above this 20, which we don't have yet. And you got a rejection right here. You say it fell out of this range and it's coming up and it's being rejected. So let's look in the past and see what happens when it's been rejected before in a pretty big way. 2014, what was this? August 2016, see you later, bye-bye. 2017, what's this? This is 2021, April of 2021, pumped like a motherfucker. Then it's come up, it's pumped right here. And is it being rejected here? Is this pretty, yeah, maybe. So if you look here, 2020, 2021, and I just draw a line, and you can see there a rejection. I don't know enough about this company. I don't know why I started looking at this recently. This is a minor. You see this rejection here. So it was rejected here December of 2021, and it was like, see you later, bye-bye, right there. And then right now we're kind of falling out of
that other company.
Could also be a bull flag. What company? It's not that great looking.
What's his name?
Monster.
You know, there's
MicroStrategy.
There's only one best asset guy.
This one. Micro.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Okay. This one looks, so yeah, this one does front run. You can see this old top back here was February 2021. That was the top, and it was see you later, bye-bye. This was the bottom, probably December of 2022. Yep. And it's been just up and to the right since then. Okay, good. So what do we see here? We see, looks like I've been charting this. Forgot all about this guy. Oh, yeah. So this also is extraordinarily bullish. Got a giant cup and handle. That's probably what this line was here. I must have been messing around with. Is that the breakout? Dude, this could go nuclear. Good Lord. Let's just draw it without the... Nah. I'm not going to take that.
That's 100% hedged on the price of Bitcoin, right? Like,
yeah.
If Bitcoin takes a tumble, this thing's going down.
So right now it's pushed back up. It does look very bullish, man. I'm not going to lie. You got juicy inverse head and shoulders right here. Just like you have on the Bitcoin chart, like we looked at earlier. You got nice, beautiful W's all over the place. Got nice V-shaped bounces. A lot of people are jumping in on this. So if I were to just go off this, I would say that definitely we're going up, at least to my targets of 115, 130, maybe 180 too. I mean, this certainly looks bullish to me. Certainly does look very bullish. So this is good. This is a very good indicator of what's to come. So we are, it looks like, you know, and I think I was feeling that too. We are getting this other leg up, short of something happening. That's why I think so many people are so excited. A lot of people, believe it or not, they're not going to tell you, like influencers sold their bags already, or they shorted the market and have gotten wrecked. And so they're trying to like save face by saying like, oh, Black Swan's about to come. Black Swan's coming. When realistically, nobody can predict a Black Swan, right? So
You have missiles, you know, flying around the world and all kinds of crap, and we're still here. So it would take a lot, in my opinion,
it would take a
to,
lot.
you know, really put things off course.
Yeah. So when you look at all these charts, they're bullish. So I have to be bullish until something happens, a force acts against me and says not to be bullish. Now we are past midnight. Can anybody, is there been any updates from the Hart man? I'm on
Take a look.
X really quick. So we are bullish. Everything's looking good. Let's go over to PulseChain. Even if we get a nice little pullback. Big USDT dominance looks like it's about to fall away. This looks very bearish. It looks like it head and shoulders, and it's about to play out, and USDT is about to collapse, which would mean we will rocket like crazy. Last time it collapsed was November of 2024, and you remember that. It looks like it's about to do the same thing, which is exactly what I drew here, and it's about to collapse. That's good. So let's come to Pulse. Okay, so Pulse looking great. It's a falling wedge. I speculated it would turn into a falling wedge as early as November. Obviously, you guys have seen my drawing I made in January. You can see, you know, that this line down here would be broken is what I anticipated, and that we would make a low, low, low before we went to a high, high, high. So what is going to happen well, if we get that rejection at 115, maybe we get a bit of a drawdown. Then maybe we do get that little bit, last push down, but maybe not. This could be a perfect place to fake everybody out. You got a juicy W down here. You certainly have already made the lower low already. You're now making a higher high. This would be that perfect time to come up, do a little test maybe, and could even go from here. So you don't even have to do much of a test, to be totally honest, from where we are. But you could also do like I was showing back here, where you come down for that one last low. So that would be, we'd come here, you'd probably hit it. Maybe, no. What would be great is if like you came down, hit it, popped out, and then trickled down, and then you went. And this would scare the shit out of a lot of people. So maybe
that'd be funny.
Huh?
That'd be kind of funny, actually, if it did like a tiny dump followed by a giant pump.
Yeah, it's possible too. Right now, you don't want to be too like greedy. Like if you don't have a bag or you want a DCA, you just get a little bit. You don't want to be weird right now because, like I said, it could take off on you in any second. Liquidity is low. Ethereum could move. Maybe BTC is done pumping. Maybe that's it for BTC. Maybe everyone's anticipating BTC will keep going. So maybe ETH is what moves next too, right? So you got to think, like, we don't know. You're at an interesting place of change now at this point, right? Like since November, or I think it was December, I was calling collapse in ETH, right? It did it multiple times on this live stream live. I said, hey, ETH is coming down. ETH doesn't look good. I had there's like 3 videos in a row where I'm like, hey man, I don't like this ETH chart. And I think that down move is complete, like, right? So ETH's been like December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. I think it's time. I think we're hit that point. Is it going to happen now or August? I don't know, but we're close. So don't do anything stupid right now. Like, have your positions, be smart. We don't know what's going to happen here. Like, this was a lot of speculation for me, but it was intelligent, or it was like speculation based on experience. But once you're at these points, like down here, like anything could happen now, right? Like, I'm not even going to pretend to, as far as I'm concerned, this is played out. Whether we make that last low or whatever, man. Now, if the bull run is over, which I doubt, then you would probably have to, you'd see like a trickle off on this, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know who was saying.
Even if the Bitcoin tops, it doesn't mean it could be just getting started for Ethereum and therefore just getting started for altcoins, right?
Say that again. If what?
Even if Bitcoin has topped out, like it's not going to go any higher. 111 was the top. It could still be just getting started for Ethereum and therefore just getting started for altcoins.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. You have to anticipate, you have to always have in the back of your head, like, because if I come here and I show you that resistance wall right here, it's been respected before. That this line is 117, 115, 113, depending on where we hit it. What if that's the top? What if they psych everybody out? But ETH goes ballistic right there. That means altcoin season has begun, okay? And you got to be ready for that. Like, BTC doesn't have to go to 130 or 180. Like, I mean, I see it on the charts, but what if it did top out now and we go right into alt season? Like, they had the high before the halving. Like, who knows? Maybe the final top comes in early too. Once again, just random speculation. We're just kind of letting you know that we're ready for everything, which is part of what we do. That's how you be sophisticated about this. You understand that it's a game of chess and that the other players might do something very unpredictable for you, right? To really throw you off. But it wouldn't be off. There would just be a big rotation of capital from BTC into ETH suddenly, or altcoins, right? And that would be great. It's a win-win. So
it'd be huge.
Yeah, and it could happen. Absolutely could happen. It's an absolute possibility. And once again, I just go off the charts. I'm not one of those guys I don't like digging through tons of crypto news. It's never helped me before make money. I just want you guys to know. The only thing that's ever helped me make money is understanding the cycle and trusting like there's some kind of cycles playing out, and following charts and understanding human psychology. Like, I think if you were to spend half an hour like looking at news or KOLs, spend 30 minutes reading human psychology. You're going to learn more about what to expect in markets than if you watched fucking, you know, like when I show news, you notice on the show, like I'll show stuff that actually just interests me because because news can also be bought. So for example, I'd rather watch like some cool AI or something funny or like, you know, cute girls or whatever, as opposed to me going to the news because I don't even know who's paid for that news. Maybe it's misdirection, right? So you don't want to get too caught up in like, well, the news did this, or like, oh, I saw a wallet doing this. It's like, okay, you did, but it could be just spoofing you or getting you to think something's about to happen. Like, you know, if you know, 80,000 Bitcoin moves from an old wallet, like it could be hard, man. It could also be the institutions making you sell. You know, scale.
It could be Fast Abdul.
It could be Fast
Don't
Abdul.
forget.
Yeah. Oh, who knows? Like
me and my 80,000 Bitcoin.
I just,
Oh, yeah.
I put everything you see that I do, whether it's these drawings or whatever I'm doing, I do everything from the charts, man. Everything from the charts and my understanding of human psychology and history of like watching charts and projects go up and down, which has felt now for 1,000 years. It's felt like, but yeah, it's chess, and all the information is right in front of us. It's all right in front of us. There's no magic bullets here. Really, there isn't, man. And I know some very sophisticated Wall Street traders that I can call on my phone right now, even in the middle of the night if I wanted to. And trust me, man, there's no magic. These guys are cowboys. They know there's no magic bullet. There's a great scene in that movie, right, where he says, it's a fugazi. Nobody knows. It's going up, down, da-da-da-da. Like, there's some truth to that. Like, yeah, the bigger institutions, they make the cycles, so they kind of have some understanding, but, you know, on a smaller scale.
But they don't know, right?
We don't know.
Nobody knows. Yeah, nobody knows. I don't think that even the guys making the chart knows. You know, they don't know. They just hope for the best.
They're just moving so much money that they can paint it effectively, but
yeah, sure.
You know,
I still like the dates on the calendar. You know, when I know something's going to happen at a certain time, I feel like I can put that into my planning. So things like the, you know, like this SEC thing, which by the way it's more like 6 hours from now is the deadline. Like, cause it'd be like 11:59 p.m. New York time.
Oh fuck. Okay. So that means I can go to bed, and then should I wake up at 6 a.m. and start streaming again? That would be 6 a.m. for me.
Maybe.
It's gonna be 6 a.m. for me.
Yeah, it'll be.
I'll join
yeah,
it.
like 5.5 hours from now would be the deadline.
We've got 1,333 people watching. It's a very lucky number, but we need to get those likes up because we're less than 10%. So everybody smash the like button really quick. Hope you guys out there enjoying this amazing alpha. Any questions you guys have, put them in the chat. We want to hear them. 5.5 hours away. Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to get up early. I'll do it. Because he may even...
Guys, the last time that I watched Saint's stream, and I didn't leave a like, the next morning, man, Fast Abdul was on my doorstep, man. He was asking me, why didn't you,
I'll track you down.
Yeah, he will. I can vouch for that.
Very, very serious, man.
I'll bring you coffee, you know.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Polite, obviously, Canadian, but you were still there.
So Pulse Pup, I drew this once again. Another one. I think I drew this at the end of April or May, and we had just come up into this range. So it was the beginning of May, and we're almost down here to this support of this channel we're in, and I think it's going to be see you later, bye bye. Really cool dev out there. Let's see, ATROPA, man, ATROPA. Oh, I have it here. ATROPA, dude, I nailed this one. Like the arrow, it even followed the arrow I drew almost exactly. This was just the inverse head and shoulders drawing, but this is the drawing I made, this one on top. And look where it like cranked, and it went right exactly to my target. And ATROPA is just doing great, man. Inverse head and shoulders. Now, I was saying something similar, like this was going to play out for pdai and Pulse Wrap Purple Bitcoin. So let's go look at those as well really quick. But we're looking good. This is amazing. $73 million market cap. As frustrated I am with Maria, with I'm sure everybody else gets as well too. ATROPA is been the apple of my eye. It's just doing phenomenal. I'm excited. I'm still excited about it. I still think it does amazing things. And yeah. So let's come here and I'm very happy I had diamond hands on that, because that got a lot of FUD. ATROPA took a lot of FUD, and I just diamond handed that. It was scary. but we diamond handed. You're at 704 on Wrap BTC here. I had a drawing for this one too, didn't I? Where's it at? I sketched something. What's this? Can't find it. Oh, it's working. Let's go price. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, great. Okay, look, so the ABC completed. That was the low. We're on our way up. This is beautiful. We've cleared this purple channel. Very similar to ATROPA. Had inverse head and shoulders breaking out to the upside. It's just a rocket ship. I think I said about 700, and you're about to make another inverse head and shoulders right here. This is pretty freaking bullish right here. Same with ATROPA. ATROPA is still very bullish. It was making a bull flag. I'll show you that really quick. I think ATROPA is a steal at $73 million market cap. I think you have more X's in here than pdai. I know you guys are going to want to kill me, but it's true. You probably get more X's here for sure. $73 million market cap. This is a bull flag. This is not done moving yet. Look at this giant inverse head and shoulders. Okay, look. Right shoulder, giant head, left shoulder. This is going to rocket ship, guys. This is on a, mark my words. I nailed this one, and you're going to see this next one is going to rocket ship. So let's go to pdai really quick. pdai. That's not the one. What's this one? This is the one Maddie made? Die on PulseChain. What's this?
Is it not? Could be the RH meme. No, that's the RH meme.
This is RH
I know the
meme.
chart. That's the fucking RH meme, bro. That's the,
okay.
Yeah, that'd be the pumped out tires one.
So RH made this. Okay. So
yes,
this will. If RH made it, would it also? Do you guys speculate this will do well too?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I got
a bunch of it.
Like,
so yeah,
there's a
sure,
ton. He made like 18. Was it 18 or 19? Right, Pedro? Like on day one of pumped out tires.
Oh yeah, something like that. It was crazy. It was absolutely insane.
Let me move this down. I think here's the other die. Okay. Let's go. Here we go. All right, here we go. Look at that.
Yep.
Inverse head and shoulders played out. My target is almost hit. My target is 007. Let's see what happens. It's still looking good. Still looking bullish. It's getting a bit toppy though. But for the lows, the liquidity it does seem to be running out of steam a little quicker. I think ATROPA is the play, man. I think ATROPA is the play. When I see all three of these, but they're looking good. Let's go to Teddy Bear. Let's see if it also played out. I think I was charting the same thing for Teddy. Okay, so in all full disclosure, this line was here. I moved it over here, I think 3 days ago. So that's all I've touched on this. I slid this over. I'm still anticipating this move, which is exactly what you saw in pdai or ATROPA. And so it just hasn't happened yet. But now it's starting to look really bullish. So I just had to slide this over. But it's still heading in the direction that I was anticipating. And we're going to get up here. There's still a lot of FUD on these bears, but I don't have a problem with them. Teddy Bear looks great. The chart looks great. Everything looks great. The money flow looks great. When I come to BFF, which is the white bear, what do you see? It's making the same shape. Or it's going to. I'm anticipating this shape. BFF's already made it. Okay? Do you see what I'm saying? This is called a lockout move. That's why I'm drawing this. Do you see this? So it just goes straight up. So you can't get back in. What did BFF do? Bam. Lockout move. This is a hammer. This is very bullish. That means it's primed to go up, but it could be getting up there because this is a pretty big move. So we'll probably get a little juicy pullback right here. But I think it's going to be something more like this. And then it'll continue up, okay? This is going to be exactly like ATROPA. What did ATROPA do? If we go back, sorry, guys. This is also a lockout move here, right there. See this? Straight up. See this God candle? Okay, and then what did it do? It has actually had a dump. You could have gotten right back in.
Like what, 50% discount? No, it had a huge one. Oh shit.
Yeah,
but like on average. But like, let's say on average, you could go like 30-40% discount.
That's what I'm saying. Holding ATROPA was not easy. Like this looks exactly like the Bitcoin move from January 2023. I had a diamond hand. This was like not easy because this was painful to watch. But literally, it looks. If I show you the Bitcoin chart from December of 2022, this is exactly what I sat through back then too. And then it does this lockout move straight up in the air, and that's what I'm telling you. I'm waiting for it. Oh, where'd my line go here on this chart? Oh, yeah. So I'm anticipating it goes straight up. And what did BTC do? I'm telling you. I'm showing you what these charts are going to do. See? It just went straight up. Exactly right there. You see, this is like a fingerprint, okay, of this player. And I'm waiting for the same thing to happen right here, okay? And so these charts look amazing. BFF is at a $2.3 million market cap. If you don't think this is going to go fucking ballistic, something wrong. Because if ATROPA is going to fly, this is going to, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be something nuts. It's a tiny market cap. Like a lot of people were like I'm excited about a lot of this stuff. Like, oh, you're still not excited about DAI? I'm like, yeah, it's going to do great. I just think other things are going to do even better. You know what I mean? But when we're excited about pdai, it's like if it does what it was supposed to do or could do, then everything pumps anyway. So it doesn't even matter. But a lot of these other ones could do, I think will do more X's. That's why I'm also very excited about a lot of these other ones still, like ATROPA, BFF. Let's see, we need to go look really quick at most. Okay, most wanted. Look, there you go. There's a finger. Look, there's that move right there. There's that move right there.
Take a look at Pump as well. I think it has a similar move.
You see that? So this is probably the bottom for most, guaranteed. That's usually when these lockout moves happen, usually at bottoms. Here it was on ATROPA. And I told you exactly where it was going. And let's go to, this looks good. If you're going to get in, you might wait for that last little, because they all do one of these. I'm not saying it's going to do as much of a pullback as ATROPA did, but it's going to do something like this a little bit, right? And before it starts moving, you can see ATROPA just had somebody exit it. And somebody did a very stupid thing, right? Like they exited because they were doing the same thing I did. They were like diamond handing, like, what's going on? There's so much FUD. And they dumped their bag probably, and it just went, see you later, bye-bye. And I think same thing will happen here. You're gonna have something like that. Now, where's Pump? I think Pump will do even better. Yeah, very similar move. Same thing. Yeah, got the lockout move from the lows.
Almost the same chart.
Yeah. This just has a lower market cap.
A lot less liquidity though, right?
Yeah, right. Oh shit. Shit. Yeah. Oh yeah. Interesting. I think they'll both do well. Let's go look at PTGC really quick. Let's see what's going on. $84 million market cap. Okay, it's at the bottom of its channel. It has broken out of this channel, which I did say it would do. That's why I drew this box leaving the channel, because I was convinced it was going to break out of that channel, and not in a good way. Because this is what we talked about earlier in the video when we were talking about distribution versus the volcano move. This did a blow off top volcano move, so it's just natural you have some consolidation. It's not bad. It's just part of the game, right? So. These moves are hard. Like I was taking profits the move, and that's what you're supposed to do, because what comes after is like this. And, you know, if you guys are just tuning in now, if you go back about 45 minutes, we go in deep about blow off tops versus distributions. All right, and it might help you in there because we talk about it a little bit. And by the way, chat, if you guys want to know more about that, put it in the. You know, these videos end up being really long, so I try to like cap discussions. But if you want to hear more about distribution versus blow off tops, you guys can put something in the Telegram that you do want to know more about it. We can just talk about it again some more. But if you look at these charts, it should start to get pretty obvious to you, and you can see the difference. So I think, yeah, we don't know what's going to happen because it's also tied to Pulse too. So if Pulse is ready to go, this could be ready to go too, right? It really depends on also how many sellers are in here. But I would expect this to come into this, even if not for long, just for a moment, but it could come down into this. That's why I have this as a possibility as well. But we've certainly come into we've broken this, and we're coming in here already. So I think some of this needs to play out a little bit, even if we just do a double bottom and we hit this again. So, but, you know, it looks fine. I mean, it's doing what a chart would do when it has such a euphoric move. There's nothing wrong with it. Looks great. Hex. So we were looking at Hex earlier, and...
This is PulseChain Hex?
This is Hex, EHEX.
Oh, EHEX, okay. Just checking.
Let's see. I'm not even going to pretend I understand what this could do. But I think that it should be done. Like, it should be ready to move up. I was really happy with this double bottom over here. This is a falling wedge. Okay, so this is bullish. Obviously we've been charting this for a little while. Obviously it could come down and retest the bottom of this channel, you know, before it breaks out and goes to the upside like this. But to be honest, I actually like what I'm seeing here, in the sense it looks to me like the pulse chart as well. Like, I see some patterns and some strength, some candles in here that are similar to the pulse chart, some patterns. So I would not be surprised if it popped out of here, retested, and started, you know, building some support and moving up from here. So I'm ready for either way, but it looks fine. You know, it's been going down forever. I think when Pulse moves or ETH moves, the moment ETH moves, this will probably move before Pulse even moves. Okay, this might be the first thing to move on the chain, actually. So you should be ready for that. So this is PHEX. P-Pulse. Wait, why does this not look familiar to me right now? Okay, yeah, I think the lows are in here. I think that even if Pulse does make a little bit of a lower low, like let's say it does go down and for that last little scare, I don't see this going underneath this support. Okay, so that means the low is probably in here, and obviously it's probably a good place to buy if you don't have any. I mean, you know, lucky you if you're getting to buy down here, right? The rest of us bought higher and staked much higher. So you should give yourself a pat on the back if you've got Hex and got stakes going down here at half a penny, 0.006, 0.007. I mean, good for you. Like, you've done great. Like, you will crush it in the future. Your stakes are going to be epic, right? My average buy-in and stake is much higher than this, and I even know what I'm doing. So you guys that got to buy down here and stake anything under 3 cents, anything under, you've done amazing. You're gonna do fantastic in the future. So this is great. Just keep buying it, keep staking it. I don't see PulseChain doing well unless he makes Hex do really well. So Hex is going to do really well, right?
That's a good point. Yeah. That's the original baby, and supposedly PulseChain was built for Hex, right? So, you know, I can't see him not encouraging Hex along, should he be capable.
Right, 100%. So yeah, and you guys have done great. Who got to buy down here? Good for you. And
don't forget the postcards.
Enjoy it. Oh, postcards. You want to talk about postcards? No, we're not. It's going to be an hour discussion on these fucking postcards.
Yeah,
tell you what.
It could be another show.
Well, if things get heated, I'm going to be back on tonight probably. So what else are we looking at? Do we look at ink? We didn't look at ink, did we? Ink. I already got ink open. It's waiting over here. Okay, so this was my ink drawing.
Ink.
All the way back in beginning of April, I drew this. We dropped down here. We did a double bottom with a higher low, and I drew this squiggly pattern. And I said, we're going to track up, making higher highs, and then eventually it'll fall. Now, I think I drew it like here, so it played out. It's played out perfect, but we haven't done the drop. We're still going up. So I was anticipating one last scare. It doesn't have to happen. And I said it would go just to like an odd place, so like 80 cents or something. Let's see. You know, ink is great. It's tied to the ecosystem. If everything else goes up, it's going to do well. Otherwise, if these farmers dump more ink, then yeah, we're going to see this last dip. But I'm going to leave this line here. I'm curious if it ever does play out. But
farmers aren't making much ink though, right? Because the inflation's down 97%. Like, it's really not worth farming.
I thought someone told me that he was turning. They were turning back up. Some of them.
What the boost on there's two mechanisms, right? Like, one is the inflation, like the total amount of ink that comes out per minute, Pedro, or is it?
Yeah, it's I don't know. It was cut by like 90-something percent.
97%.
97.
So there's that.
It went from one per second to 0.0 something. It's
there we go per second.
Yeah.
So there's the amount that comes out per second, and then there's the distribution of where it goes, and that's done by giving boost to different pools. Now he's boosted the pools that have stable coins, but the total amount that ink that comes out is still reduced by 97%. Yeah. So it's like, and really, like, if you're farming Pulse versus stables right now, like, that's impermanent lost city. I don't personally recommend that. Not financial advice. And those are the only, and they're paying like 10%, right? And then like Pulse versus Pulse X and, you know, Pulse versus Hex, the things that are more juicy that would go up with the market, they're paying like 1%. And so it's like the impermanent, and you're not making any fees because it's V1, there's no fees. So your impermanent loss is very likely to outstrip your gains in all of those pools right now. But I can see, like, on Ink Printer, which is a liquidity fork, that it's like most of the players are big whales, like guys with like 1 million ink, 300,000 ink, and they're shoving it in there, and it's because they're not planning on selling it, right? Like they're taking loans against it, they're leveraging their ink. There's other protocols on PulseChain where you can borrow against ink, and that's what the big players are doing right now.
Yep.
I got one vault that's got 1.25 million ink in it. Like it's, there's big dudes in ink.
How much?
I find that bullish that there's whales.
How much ink?
1.25 million. Like 1,250,000 ink one guy has that he's borrowed like 300K against.
Okay. All right, got you. That's a good amount of ink. That's a healthy bag.
Yeah. Yep. Some big players. They got strong hands, right? Because they got that ink for free probably and decided not to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
Gray Knight. What I'm saying is that when ATROPA pumps, you're going to need a bigger bag. What's that line? It's like, Neo. What I'm saying is that when you're ready. Yes, Grey Knight. ATROPA will outperform, I think, a lot of things. I think it's going to surprise a lot of people. Because it's still foundational to everything, man. A lot of people don't really understand ATROPA's footprint on the chain and how big a deal it actually is, and that's why I'm still bullish on it. That's it. It's just, you know what I mean? And I don't have, my thing isn't like, yeah, okay, I'm like annoyed as fuck with 414 and the way they move and all that stuff, but like whatever. Like what they built is cool. That's all that matters. Like I made a lot of money on Meta. I don't have to like Zuckerberg. It's like, okay, whatever. Sure, they're weird and all that, but what they built is really cool. Like ATROPA is pretty sick. It still is. Nothing's changed. Like it's still amazing. You can't down it, and it encompasses everything, man. It's everywhere, bro. And there's no top. There's no target. It can just keep going, like higher than you could imagine. Like really, because I think speculation was already like $7. I think it's absolutely possible to hit $7. Like, absolutely. Especially when PulseChain does the numbers we're thinking, ATROPA is going to be right behind it, like in a big way. So, do I like ATROPA over? I have a healthy amount of ATROPA. I like ATROPA a lot. Over PTGC, I don't know. PTGC, I gotta see what's going on in the charts right now. Bunch of weirdos. Oh, the whole like 414 stuff, David, is that what you're talking about? That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, there's, it was like really annoying, some of the stuff, but what's built is built and what's built works. Here's my take on that speech whale. I think that either one could do really well. I just see ATROPA adding a lot of value to PulseChain, so I'm more bullish on it because of that, if that makes sense. Whereas other things, they may be really great projects, but does the success of that necessarily add or take away? It may not as much, but without a doubt, ATROPA can add a lot of value to PulseChain because what it's doing. Sure, yeah, maybe. Why not? I'm not saying no. I don't know what the future holds, right? I could wake up tomorrow and Maria has another freak out attack and pulls the quid. Like I don't know, right? For all we know, right? So. We don't know what's going to happen, but I'm still quite bullish on it, man. A lot of the stuff we had a diamond hand and sit through hell, right? It's been what it's been. But it wasn't any worse than we'd sat through with Hex. And once you sat through Hex, you can sit through just about any FUD event.
Yep.
What's that? Rick said, what is he? What? Nuclear? I don't know what he said. Oh, so Nuclear Herb said... it'll be midnight, so it will be 6 a.m. in the morning. It'll be 5:59 a.m. officially, okay? What else are we looking at? We looked at everything. We looked at ink. Let's see what happens on ink. Oh, so by the way, I just want to show you really quick. So if a lockout move happened here, you see what happened here, right? So, it's not rocket science. You would literally just have boop, 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 boop. See you later, bye-bye. So that's something that would happen. It would literally go from where it is now, like $1.50 to $4, like that, like very quickly. Okay, if that happened, once again, I drew this little thing back in April. So I'm just leaving it for the fun of it. This is how I learned too, right? So I can see like what did I see? Why did I think that? Blah 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 blah. But everything is played out almost exactly. Obviously, I didn't catch every move, but the fact that I drew this pattern that it would just go up, sideways, and it's just been doing that. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. If we get one last pullback, it might come true. So looking good, man. Looking good, guys. I'm gonna get up at 5:55. I'm getting up at 5:55 a.m. That's what time it is going to be for me here. So I'm gonna throw in the towel. I'm just ready. I don't know what could happen. Could the guy start streaming? His first stream comes on at 6:01 a.m. You better believe we're gonna go live.
Insane.
That would be insane, right? So you guys, everybody get some rest. We don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe nothing happens. I think something's gonna happen. Maybe what if we started pumping? What if you woke up? What if 5:55 a.m. and 5:59, 6 a.m. turns and God candles just go on everything like straight up? That would be crazy, man. That would be crazy. That'd be amazing. So, the Bendu, get rid of. Pray ETH goes up soon. Anything's possible, man. We don't know. I don't know why everybody's tied up about this Interpol notice. I don't think that has anything to do with the charts or his ability to pump it or move the project forward. Some people seem to be hung up about it. I don't think it matters, guys. DeBaddest Mofo, thanks so much. Hit that like button, everybody. Hope you guys appreciated the show. If you guys got some alpha on this, definitely subscribe to the channel. But use your finger and finger that button. Really good. Let everybody know that you got some alpha here so we can get the word out. I always have a lot of people that message me or come to the Telegram and they're like, oh man, I just randomly was looking at Solana or whatever chain they were looking at and the video thing came up and they just clicked on it randomly. So it does work. It does get out there. Interpol's failed. And by the way, a quick question out there to chat. I changed the thumbnail a little bit. Did it look really different? Did you guys like the new thumbnail? I'm trying to make space so I can add other graphics on there so they don't all look the same. But I actually do miss the old thumbnail. I don't know why it just worked. I like the bright red. Give me your 2 cents on that. Let's see what else we're looking at here.
What?
Go back.
You take a look at this thumbnail. You mean the YouTube thumbnail?
Yeah. Or was it pretty much, a wash? Same to you. Didn't matter. No effect.
Yeah, no, I didn't know the difference when I saw it.
Okay, so that's good. That's good. I tried to keep the same vibe, but
yeah, same vibe.
When I look at it, I miss that old one. I don't know why I like it, but it's like really cluttered on there. Let's see. These guys are asleep over here. Chat's asleep on me. Well, we got a little bit of red coming. BTC's at 108. Let me go to ETH. Let's see what's going on. Once again, it's just chopping. Nothing's going on. Let me see the DJT. Dude, guys, the Dow Jones Transportation Index is blowing up. This is it, man. That means bull run is on, guys. Remember what I said? If this breaks down, anticipation, if transportations are going up, that means orders are being placed into the future. Yeah? That means the trucks, the orders, deliveries are being scheduled, which means economy is strong. Okay, this is very bullish. You're coming back for a retest. This is going up. This is your signal, okay, that the economy is booming, or at least the markets are going to keep pushing up and things are going to keep going here. So we did not break down. We're going up, man. We are going up. So get ready. Once again, you got that pullback finally here on the Dow Jones. A little bit of this pullback. Could pull back a little more before we continue up, but we're looking good. They are just going to destroy the dollar. They are destroying that dollar. Crushing it, man. Well, good for us. Good for us that hold assets. Sucks for me because I had to sell some dollars recently. My hex bags and my dollars have been crashing. Yeah, we're looking good. What do you guys say? Appreciate you. Let's go. See you on the other side. Dave, thanks so much. Chat, thanks so much. Awesome. Guys, you guys want to lead us out with anything? Anything you want to say before we go?
Don't think so.
They
Buy
bullish.
more. Believe.
Believe. I'm gonna actually. You know what? I'm gonna play that video one last time before we go. You guys can remember. Not this one.
Yeah. So I think we have massive opportunity in front of us. You know, like look at PulseX.
How crazy! The first thing I clicked on, he says, "We have massive opportunity in front of us." Let me play this one more time.
Say is all is when a problem comes up, one of the best things
Oh,
to
you guys can't see this. You guys gotta tell me. You guys are asleep over here. Okay.
say is when a problem comes up, one of the best things to say is all is well, everything is working out for my highest good, and out of this situation, this so-called problem, only good will come, and I am safe. And you know, this is something that's very powerful. All is well, everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this experience, only good will come, and I am safe. And what that does, it quiets your mind down, or my mind down, long enough for the universe to find a solution for the so-called problem.
But what about the person watching right now who is saying, Louise, hey, I love you, and I'm glad to hear you say that, but Louise, with all due respect, right now in my life, you don't know. All is not well.
Okay.
Everything is not working out for my good. I do not feel safe right now. No matter how many times I say that, all is not well life right now.
If you say it enough times, it will become so. It really will, because you will be changing your thinking. If I have a real problem, I will babble that incessantly for innumerable times. Because I know it will change the atmosphere around me. It'll change what I'm giving out. And yes, it's true that to start with, that may be a terrible problem and you can't do anything about it right now. But as you start to know that you are safe and you're in a universe that
down to spirit.
Yeah. You guys hear? I stopped hearing the sound, by the way.
Oh, the sound. When did the
Right
sound
at
go
the
up?
end.
No, at
Like-
the end, I think.
10 seconds before the end.
Oh, it happens.
We got the message though.
You guys got the message. All right. Love you guys. You guys are amazing. I'll see you in the morning. Let's see what happens. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Good night, everybody.
All right. Bye-bye.
Guys.